tired old grandpa. But nah, if I would like to see Undertaker win the Rumble, go on to Mania, whatever. But thanks to John, fucking 3 pound cunt fuck shit. So I'm getting angry now. I'm getting angry. If John Cena wins his title, whatever, it'd be awful. I don't want to see that. I want Brock Lesnar. As much as I hate the fact of part-time champion, I just want Brock to win still.
I love Brock Lesnar being the champion though because it makes it more
special. No, it don't. It don't. If you're making Brock Lesnar a champ, I think it's pretty crap. SummerSlam, he won it. And then if he's, I mean, what a champion would. I'd say you'd have to like go, because think of it this way: champions other than the Brock Lesnar, whatever. I mean, don't Brock have some sort of thing up with his back? What's preventing him from doing show after show?
He had an issue with his stomach.
Yeah, it's something like that. And
he didn't do the shows. He didn't want to do all the shows. I think that's the reason. Not.
Yeah, but as a champion, show up every night. That's normally a normal requirement, if you ask me. I don't like any part-time champion, matter of fact. The Rock winning it was pretty awful in my eyes, because as soon as WrestleMania rolled around, you knew who was going to win.
Yeah.
But, this Rumble is pretty hard to predict, because if John Cena wins, I don't know who can win the Rumble other than Bryan.
I don't think Cena's in the Rumble, is it?
No, if Cena wins the titles.
Oh, right, yeah.
If Cena wins the titles, then I don't know who's going to win the Bryan's going to win the Rumble, whatever happens. We'll get to see another one of them matches. If Brock wins and then Undertaker don't, if Bryan don't win, who's the... Bryan, here we go. Roman Reigns. That's another pick for the
Rumble. I would say Roman Reigns.
Yeah. He's not done, to be honest, other than winning that rest of the year, which I still think was a bit weird, I don't like Roman. I don't like Roman. No, Dolph's been fired with the American Star, the Stars and Stripes music. He'll return.
Yeah, I agree. Danny is like the blue eye boy at the moment, and I think Roman will win. I
don't think. I'll tell you what. I hate Roman. Well, I don't hate him, but it's just. Remember, he got given all these terrible matches, and then I just didn't bother watching him. He's sort of one of them, like, to me, he's sort of one of them Randy Ortons, where if he comes on, you know you're going to go sleep.
I think what will happen to Roman Reigns is if he reaches the top, people will get fed up with him like Cena because he's a bit of a one-trick pony. And when he's the underdog, I think it works, the super punch thing. But if he was the champion, top of the tree, and he was doing that and just being pulverised and coming out with super punch and winning, everyone would hate him like they hate Cena.
I don't like him. I genuinely don't like him. But I like. The thing is, I can remember him being a part of the Shield, and back then the Shield was nothing to me. I mean, it got better.
I thought the Shield were awesome.
Yeah, when they first came in, I didn't enjoy them a lot. Like, I mean, I remember the TLC match, which was incredible. I've not seen highlights, but still, that was incredible. Heels as well. We'll discuss that. Heels who could win the Rumble, but Roman, I don't like him at all. I'm going to move this on quick, but I don't like his matches. They bore me to death. The one at SummerSlam was my piss break.
But you remember the Rumble last year when
Roman's got the record.
Yeah.
But everyone was...
Bray Wyatt's a good call, yeah.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt. But I can't see him winning the Rumble. I can't even see him entering.
Batista, yeah. Quality.
No, what happened with Batista was they think, you know what? We brought back Brock Lesnar, then we turned him heel, everyone still loves him. We brought back, who else did they bring back then? The Rock, let's just say. Brought back The Rock, he did this, he did that, everyone thinks it's awesome. With Batista, they thought, you know what? You know what, we'll bring back Batista, everyone's going to mark out. This was me, to be honest. My brother, he's a massive fan of Batista back in the day. But then everyone, as soon as he got brought back, and he was like, I'm entering the Rumble, everyone knew who was going to win the Rumble. So they were just chanting Reigns and this. And then when Batista won, they were just Bootista. Then he got put in that pointless match at Elimination Chamber where they were just booing him. And that's when they thought, you know what, let's turn him heel.
yeah.
And at that moment, because the way I could see it, I thought they were going to do Brock versus Batista.
Yeah, they might do, yeah.
Which they could have done.
Yeah.
that would have been a great idea because it would have been cool. But the fact that everyone hated Batista, that WrestleMania would have been a train wreck until Daniel Bryan got given the whole push sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
He was to win the Rumble. Bray Wyatt got mentioned. I don't know. I don't know if I would. In fact, I don't know if it's visual in my head if Bray Wyatt would even enter the Rumble. What's your take on it, Rob? Because you've not said a word for a while.
Oh, I got you one in, man. It's just how we normally are. It might just talk, it's not behaving at the right time.
Right.
but I don't know. Seth Rollins is in the Rumble. I'm not quite sure. I mean,
Yes.
it's a massive push.
Yes. But can you see Rollins in the main? In fact, actually, it could be the. I don't know. He's got that briefcase still. So what would be the point having him win a Rumble with the briefcase in action?
True, yeah.
What's he going to cash in on himself? Like, I'm going to win my own title.
Yeah, absolutely. Fair point.
I did a thingy.
Rollins in the main event.
Oh yeah, he is now, actually. I thought he was putting the Rumble. Yeah, I remember that. There's no. I don't see Rollins winning the title match.
How about Rusev?
Rusev, he is getting a massive push. Which brings on to another thing.
He lost in the house
WrestleMania.
show.
You what?
He lost in the house show.
Did he not?
Yeah, Rusev lost in the house show.
Count outs don't count.
Warrior loves Rusev, I can tell.
Yeah, he don't count. Thing is, with Rusev, there's a way I could see it win it.
That's brilliant, Lance. Yeah, that's Lance Winter there. Yeah.
Alright, okay. That could happen, I guess. But from what Winter's layout, that could work. That could actually happen. But another thing is Rusev wins, because then Rusev wins. You could always have the American hero Hulk Hogan match, John Cena versus Rusev, which could be like Rusev finally being defeated, because there's no other. The only people who would beat Rusev on the Patreon, not say Patreons, whatever. Think of it this way: the only people who are going to beat Rusev is there's some ways I could see it. If they're going to have someone beat Rusev, it's going to be a Patreon.
It's going to be John Cena, sure.
It's got to be. It's either Cena or The Rock.
Is The Rock? Oh yeah, The Rock might come back.
The Rock. I mean, remember that Raw when The Rock came back and just went, you know what, Rusev, I'm just going to rock bottom you. Rock bottoms him. And he just walks out, and then like a week later, he's just like, Rusev did nothing.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't say that, but it was just like nothing happened. But no, I can't see Ryback winning against Rusev whenever he's in a match with him.
No, they're having a bit of a feud going on at the moment, but I
think they've cut it off.
Yeah, it's
they've
a bit.
cut off a few feuds, didn't they, with that Raw last week?
It's a bit stop and start a lot with feuds. I think Dean and Nixie on about this last night.
No, I don't like that. Well, let's not repeat that. But no, Rusev to win, it's a possibility, but no, I don't know. I can't see it happening that much. More heels to win the Rumble.
Not that many heels really been given.
No, there's not even many heels being given a push.
That aren't really
Mizdow, would you call him a heel?
Oh yeah, that is this
right.
guys. This is
Wrestler of the Year.
No, be quiet, yeah. No, listen, this is it. This is it. This is what's going to happen at the Rumble. This is going to be my highlight. I don't care actually
this
who
will
wins.
happen. I know what you're on about.
This is Miz and Mizdow in the Rumble. What will happen when Miz goes over the top? Will Mizdow throw himself over? Or will Miz turn heel?
Yeah.
And will this and not follow him? Or will Miz have a tantrum on the outside? And then this will lead into Miz versus Mizdow at WrestleMania. That's the name of it.
And then I'll buy it for $9.99, which would mean no one would get pinned. In fact, maybe the Miz will pin Mizdow because wait.
No, they both have to lie down at the same time, won't they?
It'll be the match what never ends, unless they get counted out. or double DQ'd when they get two chairs and just go whack.
Or they do the submissions in each other at the same time.
Oh, it'll be like Rock versus Mankind, like Last Man Standing, where they both hit each other with chairs and they both fell.
He's got so much potential. He's so much good book actually.
Yes, we need a we definitely need to do that. But people to win the Rumble. That's basically all I can see.
I personally think I don't say unnecessarily want him to. I think Roman Reigns,
if I'm going to predict, it's going to be Daniel Bryan. But if I want to pick my personal favourite, it's going to have to be
Missed out or Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas. Bo fucking right. Bo Dallas is awesome. That's the only entertaining fact on Raw. I can't wait for him to return. But which leads us on to our next thing, which we've already mentioned. Who's going to be the main event at WrestleMania? There's a couple of matches which one got teased a few months ago.
What, Rock and Triple H?
Yes, on SmackDown's. Was it SmackDown 1000?
It was on Raw. We said it was SmackDown.
No, it was definitely on SmackDown.
Was it?
Yeah, it was SmackDown. I think they just replayed it because it was just like, oh, it's the Rock, it's Triple H.
Yeah.
I think it was on like, I don't know what anniversary, 700th, 1000, 2069. I don't know.
But whatever it was, they teased it.
Yeah, they teased it. They were just like, oh, I remember that time on the first ever Raw when I hit you with a chair and me and Shawn Michaels were like buddies.
Yeah, I loved it how they did that.
Like, that could be a possibility. And then you've always got Sting's return. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with it. Heck, Sting could be a Rumble winner.
Yeah, that's true. Though that puts Sting in a title match.
Yeah, I mean, part-time champion, that was pretty terrible. But hey,
yeah, exactly.
The Miz.
What you don't like, yeah.
Right, let's read it. Cena pins Rollins at the Rumble, right? Rock attacks Cena, yeah. Yeah, that could always be a thing.
Reigns v Rollins is the main event then?
No, I don't want
to.
Reigns versus Rollins never happened at the Night of Champions. I mean, Reigns got that hernia, which all I can tell is that I bet that's painful.
Yeah.
You've been through about how many?
I've been through 2, yeah. They're not good.
You're a survivor, I'll give you a 5. HHH versus Sting. That's always a good thing. And with the whole authority battle, that could be a thing as well. That could be a sort of thing what's been brought up, say, oh, if Sting wins, the authority's gone, until 2 months later where Cena it goes to peer pressure and brings him back. But, no, I'd say Sting versus HHH, that's a good chance. Cena Rusev, we've already discussed this, definitely. I mean, it would be American's biggest American today, where they all boo him, and versus Rusev, which is Russian, like Mother Russian.
Bulgaria, yeah.
Yeah, the Mother Russian Bulgarian makes perfect sense. Perfect sense.
Yeah. So, but the main event there, so it's obviously with the winner of the Rumble, so you're
winner,
saying
winner. I don't know. Everyone who's won the Rumble recently, in fact, I swear, WrestleMania 27, Del Rio won the Rumble that year. That was the first match on the night. 28, first match on the night, Sheamus and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, but they went for the SmackDown title, doesn't it?
Yeah, oh God, yeah. That proves how badly this WWE's the World Heavyweight Championship aged. Because it went from this like signature title. In 2002, I considered WWE title. 2002, what am I on? Back when it was 2006 when I was a littler. Littler.
Yeah, like Peach now, yeah.
Yeah. No, I've got more roids in me than Goldberg. No, joking. More Brock. Back in 2006, the world title and the WWE title, they seemed sort of equal. Because I can remember when Ray won it for the first time, and that's a massive Rey Mysterio mark. I just flipped out. I was like, holy crap, Ray won! Yes! And then that's when Booker T became my established person for the first ever time. Because he defeated, and Chavo Guerrero. But that's when he got defeated at the Great American Band, whatever the crap they call it now. They don't even have it anymore. But they were both equal titles.
Yeah.
And then it just went about 2 years later when it was in like the first match of the night on every single show.
Yeah, they just killed it before they.
It was worse than the Cruiserweight Championship at some points.
Yes.
Which is going to be discussed by a special wrestler on an interview. Not tonight, obviously.
No, I think we can say it. Mark interviewed Paul London at Southside recently.
Yes, Paul London, half a tag team with Brian Kendrick.
Yeah.
He had some funny things to say about the Cruiserweight Championship.
He did. And when that interview goes up, we'll let people know.
And I love how we've got to all this from a WrestleMania event.
Yeah. So the main event, it's going to be Daniel Bryan, because he said...
Daniel Bryan, I mean, the only ways I can see him, because think of it this way, could Daniel Bryan be the one to beat Brock Lesnar?
They weren't going to do that much at SummerSlam, you know.
What, Brock and Bryan?
Yeah, before Bryan got injured.
No, like what that I don't think I would have liked to see it.
I would have loved to see.
No, the realism on that match, if that's even a word. The realism of that match.
Brock would be destroyed.
Yeah, Brock will be destroyed. I don't think they could do what they did with Rey Mysterio back in the day, but that would just be an awful match. I wouldn't like to see it. And we have Dino on the camera. Oh, this little promo cutting cunt. Right. Nah, I'm getting pissed now.
So, I think what we're saying, because
Oh no. Listen here, you cunt. Wait till I super kick your bollocks off at the next show, man.
Right, so I think you want Daniel Bryan to win the Rumble. So
no, I don't want him to win. I'm just going to see it winning now.
Yeah.
I just don't want him against Brock because Brock would just be murdering him.
I think it'd be brilliant.
Fuck you, Dean.
Yeah. No, I think it'd be brilliant. You've got absolutely two.
Shove China up your arse.
It'd be two storming lights. You've never had a match before. It'd be fresh. It'd be different.
Yeah.
I mean, the alternative is Cena beats Lesnar and Roman Reigns wins the Rumble.
Yeah,
and
that's...
then you've got Cena v Reigns.
Which will be shit.
Yeah. So what's better, Lesnar or Bryan?
Lesnar and Bryan would probably beat that, but... Yeah. I don't know. I may not even consider watching this WrestleMania.
Oh, I'm sure you will do.
I mean, I've not stopped... I've been watching them since WrestleMania 25.
Yeah.
But
PCW that day.
Like, what about PCW?
Without that day.
Oh shit! Here we go. I'm not looking. You do that fucking nutcase, you wanker. Right.
Right. So
next on the list, because I've got nothing else to do, and I need a piss break. We've got an interview, also for the Chris Travis show. Well, let's just call it. No, fuck. Here we go. Just stop putting this shit up and let me interview you, wanker. Right. Alright. Let's put the interview from a recently signed WWE, a recently signed WWE superstar. It will be appearing on NXT, I hope. And I want to punch the screen right now. I want to punch it.
So what we have actually is we have an interview with WWE's newest signing.
So, we got to do the
something which Dean and Nixie never managed to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Pipe bomb.
Yeah. You ready for that?
Yeah.
Ooh ha, ooh ha, ooh ha, ooh ha.
Right. Nation.
Here comes the man himself.
I'm with big wrestler Uha Nation.
How's it going? How you doing? Alright? Good.
For the interviews for Chris Travis, he's wrestled with Travis a couple of times.
Yeah, I think we got wrestled twice. Been in the ring twice, man. And talented guy, man. Both times were for Southside, actually. Just even watching this stuff before I, got in the ring with him, I got to see him work. The night before we had our first match, he had this crazy table match with Chris Masters, man. It was just unbelievable, man. And outside of all that too, just the wrestling, he's a real good guy as well. So it's a real good guy. Going real close with him and some other guys too. But he's one that's got the look, talented, man, and just all around good guy. Yeah.
So, what was your first ever experience with Trav?
Man. Ooh, that's a hard one. I think it was a year ago. I met him at PCW. That was one of the first shows I ever did, and I think we may have been doing. I think we were doing Southside that weekend. So it was all wrestling based. It wasn't anything too. It wasn't anything too crazy or any crazy story or anything like that. But everything was just wrestling based. We met. Nice to meet you kind of thing. I was a new American over, so it was good to meet somebody. I didn't know anything about British wrestling, so it was good to meet some of the British wrestlers and meeting him in general. It's nothing really that stands out from the first time we met, except the day before our match at Southside, the first match, he was just on the floor, just beat up from that match with Chris Masters, and he was like, yo, man, I said to you, bro, I know exactly how you feel. We can keep it very simple today. You know what I'm saying? We'll go out there and just have fun. So that's what I remember meeting him. That probably sticks out in my mind the most, out of anything.
You say you've wrestled with Trav twice.
Right.
Yeah. Which was probably the best match out of it?
I think the second one. Was more people, more energy. The first one was like a daytime show, so You know, those are always a little different. You know, but the second one for sure was it was longer. We were more comfortable because we already had that first match, so we knew what each other were like in the ring.
Yeah.
It was always good just to kind of break the ice, so to speak, with that kind of situation. And the second one definitely more people, more time, and I think we put more into it than the first one. Yeah, so it was good time.
Cool. What's Trav like outside?
I've actually never hung out with him outside. After PCW's shows, I hang out with him a lot. But you know, I've never had we did a car ride actually from I forget where that was from. It was well over an hour though. But you know, he was just in the back, hanging out, sleeping. Yeah, lazy guy. Yeah. But other than that, hanging out with him outside of PCW, man, he seems the vibe I get from his laid back guy. Doesn't cause any trouble. Just wants to have a good time, man, enjoy life, and that's how I feel like everybody, how it should all be, Yeah.
What's your favourite part of Travis?
Man, favorite part of Travis, man, just his probably his energy, man, and it just never seems to be in a bad mood or anything like that. And those are the kind of people I like to be around because I'm always in a good mood.
Yeah.
I try not to be a negative person. He seems like a very positive person, even with the whole thing he's going through now. He's being very positive about it, and a lot of people would have, just kind of given up or just not had that will to continue. You know what I mean? So that right there really stands out to me, man. I just like being around positive people. He seems like that kind of guy. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Travis was going to be on British Boot Camp's finals.
Right.
Do you think he could ever, if it wasn't for this cancer,
Right.
do you think he could ever be British Boot Camp or even get into WWE?
Yeah, for sure. He definitely has the height, he has the look, he has the talent. It's all around, man. Total package right there. And I definitely think if that didn't, wasn't something that happened, especially with the boot camp, man, I know he would have, killed it and made it. I know he would have got that contract for sure. He has, everything that you look for in a professional wrestler or an entertainer, whatever you want to call it. He has everything that you look for. So I definitely do think that would have been something that would happen from. Yeah, for sure.
Anything else you want to say about Chris Travis?
I hope, I know for sure he's fighting strong, man, and he's going to overcome this thing, man. He's going to be better than ever, and then he has everybody by his side. I'm definitely by his side, so doing something like this is no problem for me, especially with a situation like that, but, I definitely will be by his side. I know he has, thousands of people rooting behind him, so I know he's going to fight on, man, and that's always a great thing.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
That was Uha Nation. And that was another interview for Chris Travis. And it's going to be... and the opening interview was Magic Mark Adams, Mr. Warrior number 1. And sorry if you heard a little bit of giggling in the background. That was Rob. I was taking off one of my pee socks and I was stuck underneath it. I yanked it and he started pissing himself for no reason. Right, the next item on my on our incredible list.
Yeah, I get it right, man.
Yeah, is WWE does not give a shit about the British fans, which I can stand by.
Are you trying to put you off, man? Oh, I see.
Okay.
He's going to watch Sheffield Wednesday play for some strange reason, but never mind.
Yes. At least he wasn't just having a go at me. British WWE hates British. Well, don't hate them, but don't give a shit. For starts, the WWE Network for $9.99 or rather be. God damn it! I'm just gonna. Let's put a sock over that. Right? I've put a sock on the computer screen. There is a sock on my computer, on Rob's computer, and I can't get it over. Right. There we go. Done. Right. Hopefully it's not covered the speaker because I don't know what. Right. Anyway, the WWE Network for $9.99 or in England, whatever. For starts, I swear, rumour has it, if you get the net, it's not even up yet. It was meant to be up how many months ago? In October, was it?
Yeah, something about a week.
And,
I think
and when I was at WWE Live, everyone was booing Vince McMahon on the TV screen because he knew he was on about the network, which he was. He's just like, I'm very, very sorry. WWE Live. And, no, WWE Live, what am I? But, nah, and then, even when it's on there, which is not even on there, apparently it's going to have, nothing on it, aren't they? You got to pay a lot more for a lot less.
No, 99 in English money.
No, is it 9.99 English money as
Yeah.
well? Okay, so it's not a lot. Well, not the
It's about £3 more.
but no, it's like the thing is, it's got hardly nothing on it. Of it. The American version, just like many other American products like Netflix, if you got it in American, it's got a lot more stuff on it than WWE than the British versions. But WWE Network in America has got a lot more stuff than the British stuff, which I still need to get for 0.00 due to the fact I need to get it on my PS4. Which I've spent more time on than my own family. But no, anyway, adding on top of that, WWE Live this year in Nottingham. I don't know if it was. Yes. Okay, D. But either way, WWE Live this year was shocking. It's I think for a couple of years it's been really bad, but I just never noticed it. Like, it's just, I won't go to it. I'm not going to it this year, I don't think.
Yeah, somebody did say I wouldn't go like that.
Thing what happened was, I wait till like the end of the end where the shows are going to start, a week before it, whatever. And there's always millions of tickets. I've like, me and my mum, we buy one for 20 quid. That's right, I go with my mum, you want to say it? About 20 quid for a cheap seat, and even I was bored off my mind. The thing was, they had this match card of, like, the match cards, I don't even know. The match card was just, awful. It was absolute crap. It looked like it was just put on the day.
The thing is, I know what I've noticed, yeah?
Yeah.
I wasn't even at the show, but I could have told you the results of all that.
It was.
Well, they do the same matches at all the house shows, and have the same results at all the house shows.
Yeah, well, apparently they changed it up a bit, but still, it was just a terrible show altogether. Because one, if they're going to do some sort of street fight, or whatever, which they normally do, it's always terrible. They have about a chair, a table, and that's it. Or, in fact, no, they recently just brought tables over to the UK. When I was for about 5 good years, every street fight was just a chair and a kendo stick. They literally, it was just so crap. And I think they put matches like Rusev versus Big Show. And this was after the Big Show feud, when Big Show attacked whatever, for the United States Championship. And I was so bored, I was looking at the fans. Literally, I thought, you know what, we'll find Superman. There's actually a fan that goes to every single British show in a Superman onesie, and everyone just chants Superman, and he just stands up and just puts his arm up. And, not in a Hitler salute, with fist up as well, but just like...
Yeah. They can't see me.
Yeah, I know they can't see me, but I'm John Cena, what can you expect? Problem. But nah... it was awful. I think they had one Divas match, which was probably the best match of the night, and it was like Paige versus AJ. The street fight they had was Seth Rollins and Cena, which was just pure crap. I'm trying to think of what the card was, but it was just awful. It was absolutely awful. The match, I can say it all night long, these matches, like Rich Swann. Oh, no, I got that song stuck in my head now. But still, the matches on that card were absolute crap. Right? They don't care about which. They just go, you know what? You're gonna have this match and this match. This has happened on WWE. Because I've noticed every time I go to a WWE show, they normally finish the match, which they've done recently at a pay-per-view. I think that show was like Survivor Series or something. I mean, the one I went to was Rey Mysterio vs CM Punk. They ended the match the same way they ended it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I saw the Miz and John Cena about 3 years. And
that was another thing. They always do repeats every single time.
Yeah. And not one of them was good.
No, not one of them were good. And it's just so predictable. If a champ... Oh, okay, obviously they can't change champ. I think they've actually done that once. They've had a house show which actually made a champion.
Yeah, it happened. That was here, though, did it?
No, it was Primo and Epico versus Urban, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, they've never done that. They always... If a champion if a heel is a champion, adding on top of that, they always want to send the fans home happy. I'd rather send them home... if a champion's a heel, they will always make him win. If it's a WWE champ, if it's the main event, and the champion's a heel, it is just so crap. I'm trying. Like, they always make the... Oh, God, he's back on again. I can see it through my sock.
It's hidden behind the sock.
I can see it behind the sock. He's typing. And he's wearing a C Nation headband. Fuck you. Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, you tit bird. I can still see you, you fucking muffin. You douchebag.
So you're not a fan of the live shows, then, Mark?
No, awful. Oh, absolute crap.
So compare that to going to UK show.
UK show, they are the best thing on the planet.
How much do you think the ticket cost?
They cost about, well, every single one I go to about 20 quid if I'm going to be honest.
Where do you see it?
Where do I see it? The arena.
Yeah, I know.
Where do I see it? The arena.
You're way back in the crowd, aren't you? Not near the
Yeah,
front.
I'm not near the front, obviously. I'm like the cheap shit.
Yeah.
I almost said cheap shits. Cheap seats.
So like, we're going to a show tomorrow, it's IPW.
Yeah, it's IPW tomorrow. Where I'd rather watch this match what they put on. I don't know if you've been. If you go on IPW, like the page, whatever. What normally they've done a match which is just purely incredible, where they have former WWE star Eugene versus Grado, and as long as I don't, like, that sounds screwed up as it is already, but they've got a bum bag on a pole match, which is just, I'd rather go watch that than see John Cena win another match.
Absolutely, and
Dino win another match.
And they've also got it's a no holds bar between
Will Ospreay and
Paul Robinson.
Paul Robinson.
Yeah,
which is the first time ever for me, to be honest.
There's a couple of tag matches. There's a singles match and a mystery
Holla.
announced. Yeah,
It's a tag team match.
And all of that's going to cost you £9.
Yeah, £9, and probably not even that for me.
No, that's your price.
Okay, that is my price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Dino. Sorry, Dino.
And you can also tell on house shows the wrestlers just got bored. They're going through the motions. So there's no passion in the
No, it's just like every single Randy Orton match these days.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't, like, just like Randy Orton, they don't have any passion for the wrestling. They just go, oh, it's a fan show, which they can't think. I mean, Styx told us a while back. He did say this. He said WWE performers, they can't pull off like groundbreaking matches every single night on Raw or SmackDown, whatever. Normally, when it's a pay-per-view, that's when their times to shine.
Yeah.
But these are house shows, which are basically the same as Raw and SmackDown. But they see it as it's a house show. I can do this. I can do that. They've already paid the fine. Just do this. Do that. I don't even know. It's just awful.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, when you're into wrestling, it should be passion.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we do. That's what we do as promoters. It's passionate. That's why we're on this show, because it's passion. That's why I love that. This is why we play that game into the middle of the night, because it's passion.
It's passion, goddammit. Passion.
We walk around the streets for hours because it's passion.
Passion.
And these guys, they're right at the top of the tree. Where's their passion? Okay, they do it 7 nights a week, 6 nights a week.
Yeah.
But I mean, we walk around flying, looking for venues, going to shows, you training, me doing all the stuff on here. And and it's all to do with passion.
And yes, you're right, Dino. There is more wrestling action on Boys on bloody tour than WWE house shows.
But that's what we see, because we go to however many shows we go to.
Yeah, we've been to about 20 in like the last 3 months.
Yeah, we're going to,
maybe over exaggerating, but maybe 20.
Yeah, we probably have. We're going to Kent tomorrow, which from where we live is about 4 hours, 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
But but that's because we're passionate. And yeah, the bum bag and the pole match would be absolutely hilarious.
Yes, bum bag on a pole.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, where are you going to see? You're not going to see that on WWE. Their matches consist of contract on a pole or a ladder match where they've got a sledgehammer over the ring or.
Yeah. But the point I'm making is you can see on the house show that there's no passion in the guys coming out, or most of them. They're just going through the motions. And
and a bum bag is a fanny pack. No, genuinely, that's what they're called. They're called fanny packs. It's change person.
I think you've indicated it.
Mark versus if only the WWE. That's another thing. The games are starting to turn shit.
Yeah. We're going to talk about the game in a bit, but because we haven't spent many a night on it, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So, moving on then. So
no. There's still.
Oh, you want to say
the WWE as well. Always just obviously, like you said, no passion at all. Honestly, they took their time and they did all their bookings in about 5 minutes. We do ours properly. We went to a pub. We ordered some food. What cost about £10. Probably more than a freaking superstar in WWE these days. It cost us that much. We did this, we did that, and we didn't just say, you know what, let's put Will Ospreay versus Jack Jester in a match. We didn't come up with that. We think of these 3 factors. Yeah, and expensive, but that's another story. That's not wrestling, Dino.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be so powerful for a hot dog dinner, then I'm sorry, man, but there's something wrong with you, bud.
Yeah, it's not wrestling.
So, anyway, have you finished your answer to that, or?
But honestly, it's just so. And bring a bag of crisps. Try and hide it when you're trying to enter the arena like I do every year.
We got stopped.
Did you get stopped?
Yeah.
My dad got searched. We just took him in the end anyway.
Yeah.
But
they realised it was just a belly in the end. They thought it was
yeah. But nah. Oh, they could. Yeah, I don't know. It's just so crap. I think I haven't seen a good match on WWE since NXT, which is the only worth part of watching wrestling these days. NXT have just got the best thing. It's gonna hurt a lot when you see like Sami Zayn or Adrian Neville or God knows what in WWE where they're given shit, because that's just gonna hurt a lot. Hopefully they keep them the same way they are. But it's just going to look pretty damn awful when they move up from NXT. Because WWE is just like raw shit. Because all the matches don't have no meanings. They don't. They just think, you know what, let's put Cesaro against Jet Swagger again.
Yeah, a lot of them don't. That's right, yeah.
Heck, they put a random Divas tag on for no reason. And no, it's fucking wrestling Dino.
I mean, we'd love to do it for our show, wouldn't we? If we had the money to do it.
Yeah, if we had the money to do it, we'd definitely do that. I mean,
I just think how we'd book it and how it would all come together.
Yeah, but we
sense.
wouldn't do stupid shit like put Cesaro against Jack Swagger 3rd week straight.
We might do stupid stuff, but we deliberately stupid.
Yeah, and the only time they do stupid stuff, we do stupid stuff like that promo a couple of weeks, because we did it because it was meant to be freaking stupid.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not like we genuinely, this is how we are in life, although that is how we are in life. Like, we did it to take the piss. It wasn't anything meant to be seriously. But WWE, they just take everyone as a joke. They're just like, they don't care about any fans these days, if I'm going to be honest. They don't. They're absolute pig shit. But moving on to our next thing, since I've said too much, this is where we're going to have this massive debate. AJ Styles recently brought out a t-shirt. It was like, what did it say? I can't remember. Breaking necks or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, Nixon mentioned this last night, but we need to hear your view on this as well.
It's with this t-shirt. It's like, it said breaking necks, bitches, God knows what else. Yeah, cashing checks, breaking neck. He's like, I went to what was it? Superstars of Wrestling.
Yeah, we saw Dean there.
Yeah, we even saw Dean there. That was the first time I ever met this this happy chap who dresses as John Cena's wanker, John Cena's rent boy, John Cena's tickle fairy. No, I can remember when I was walking in the building and Rob was telling me about these AJ Styles podcasts, and Rob was passing out laughing for some reason. I can remember he was just telling me about these, like, God knows what else. Like, he was telling me about how he was saying, oh, Lionheart's bad, or what was it? Lionheart's bad, Roderick Strong injured himself.
Yeah. Well, we know what Styles at the podcast as well.
Yeah.
Called on British wrestling shit and all that sort of stuff.
But and then I at that moment before I got into it, I knew he was a dickhead. But I just went because I respect. I do like him as a wrestler, but with the whole breaking necks thing, a lot of people have views on it. Some people say ban the move, all that stuff. I wouldn't ban it. If I'm going to be honest, I wouldn't ban the move. I mean, some promotions. They banned the power. If you went to WWE, obviously it would get banned. But I mean, they banned the power driver in WWE, and most promotions do that now. That's normally a thing, isn't it? I mean, broke Stone Cold's neck. That was that.
I think they let one or two do like Undertaker and Kane and that, but
Yeah, I mean, that's it really. But with the whole AJ Styles thing, I won't ban it. I mean, I wouldn't even ban the power driver, to be honest. It's a move. I mean, as much as it's fucked people's necks up. The whole Lionheart situation, what happened a couple of months back, well, not a couple of back, almost a year, I'd say. What happened with Lionheart, he said that when they were planning the match, Styles said, you know what, I'm going to do the Stars Clash. And then Lionheart was just like, okay. As much as, and I'm definitely going to agree with that, Pixie. With the whole thing, Lionheart didn't want to do it, but he didn't want to disrespect, you know. And then when it happened, we all have this shit now. But the move, because I've trained a lot, your instinct is to like, put your head back no matter what. Suplex, you put your head back. Hip toss, you put your head back. You know, basically all that stuff. Body slam, head back. Only moves like that you have to put your. Oh no, it's head in. I'm thinking. Head back on a body slam. That's it. You've got broken neck like everyone else. But
more time with sticks.
Yeah. Good old Sticks telling us wrong. Nah, joking. But no, your instincts to tuck your head in. Yes. But with this move, it's one of the rare moves to put your head back, just so you won't break your neck. And Lionheart, obviously, instinct told him to tuck his head in, and that was the end of that. This happened, all this. And, the thing is, with the whole move, nah, joking. Let's go. No head back on a body slam. I fucked up. Botchamania. But the whole thingy, it's, to be honest, the people who take the move, it's their fault for fucking up their own necks.
I think Lionheart admitted it was his fault.
Yeah, and Lionheart did admit it. I mean, I don't know what Yoshi. I bet Yoshi Tatsu said a few things. We can't call on it because you don't speak our language.
No.
But the thing is, it's the people's fault who take the move. But I just don't like how AJ Styles has been about it. He's been a dickhead. I mean, these moves. What was the cashing checks, breaking necks, and he's been a total dick about it.
Oh, well, so have you seen Lionheart's t-shirt?
Lionheart's t-shirt was instinct. But it's not AJ's fault for this move. If you're gonna ask me about this move, it's not AJ's fault. He's not forcing him to tuck their head in. The guys taking the move, it's their fault because if they did the move right, we wouldn't be in this massive situation. AJ Styles, yes, he is a dickhead, but he still uses it. And honestly, I'd agree with keep on using it. If I'm going to be perfectly honest.
So Lionheart actually, when I saw his comments on Facebook, he actually praised AJ for bringing the t-shirt out. It's the first good thing he did out of it. Sending stuff into it.
But honest, it's the guys taking the move who's their fault. But the AJ Styles has just been a total colossal douchebag about it because he's just putting these t-shirts on. Oh, breaking necks, this. It's what's good, and he's being a douche.
Yeah.
I'm getting all my words mixed up now. But the way he's been about it's a bit dickish. Like feck.
Yeah. I think Pixie, to be fair, Lionheart did take the phone into.
Yeah, and Lionheart, even I did take them. I would, if that was me who had a broken neck and I survived it, I was somehow walking. Lionheart's a soldier for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd probably blame myself.
Yeah.
Because I am.
I mean, I don't think Lionheart has an issue with actual injury, although obviously Certainly, obviously, with the mission didn't happen, but it's what's happened since that has obviously upset him with the comments made by AJ. And but this T-shirt thing, I think, is
the T-shirt thing's disgusting.
Yeah.
Because he's saying, "Oh, I'm breaking necks," and it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, he's broken Lionheart's, the ones I know of.
Yoshitatsu.
Lionheart, Yoshitatsu, Roderick Strong.
Yeah. That's all in the year.
And there was 2 before Lionheart, apparently. And Styx didn't even say it. I mean, the thing is, it's not AJ using this move as well as, like, adding that. I mean, you said a while back, AJ's probably losing confidence in doing this move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What happened, I think after the injured Yoshi, I then read somewhere that he actually bodged the move on somebody else, I think it was in Japan, and the guy escaped, I think, relatively an injury, but I think, AJ must be bricking it himself every time he does the move now.
And hey, here's another thing. If let's do this as well. So the Styles Clash, it's broken so many necks. How come what's it called? So it's you'd ban it, right? Why not ban the power driver? Why not ban Rampage Brown from doing a power driver? Or heck, who else does a power driver?
Yeah, but
why ban? Why ban Jack Jester from doing a tombstone power? You know, all that stuff.
Yeah, but
what's broken people's neck? The move is still the same, right?
Yeah, but Jester's not broken anyone's neck, is it?
Yeah, but still, if the move, it can still it could still fuck up. If say if Jack Jester did his tombstone power driver and it broke someone's neck.
Yeah.
And guy survived, obviously. Would you delete the move?
I think the difference is that the tombstone power driver isn't that an unusual move. Is it?
And like there, it's like how many broken necks have there been? And how many I've seen quite a lot of power drivers on UK shows, to be honest.
Yeah, so I think you'd make the point that those people power drive, no one gets injured, or very few, whereas only AJ does the Stars Clash. There's been 3 injuries in a year.
Yeah, but I can see that. But like I said, not AJ's fault for botching the move.
Yeah,
it's the guy's fault for tucking his head in and let his let their necks be broke. But AJ Styles is a douche for putting out these T-shirts saying I'm breaking necks and cashing checks. Dream-match AJ Styles versus Jack Jester. How long is it until AJ gets booked in a broken neck match? Because everyone can predict that, can't they?
I think that's a controversial.
But no, I won't ban the move. I don't know. To be honest, if you get told, I think with Lionheart, I think he should have said something before the match. I wish if he said something like, how do I take the move, or I'm not comfortable with the move, can we end it with your submission? Whatever, if he said that, and if anyone would have said that, then this problem wouldn't have happened, right? Because then when you come to the move, you think, okay, I know what I'm doing here, head back, no death.
Yeah. I see the yeah.
I see Bob.
Yeah.
I see Bob.
Pixie near the Varsity Dog.
Yeah. Right. If you want some, come and get some. Sorry, I've got that song.
That's all right. Have you ready for the next interview?
Right, okay, rant avoided. Final words on this. It's not AJ's fault for breaking people's necks. However, it's just a dick what he's doing with these T-shirts, and I think he's a colossal twat.
Right, fair enough. Right, okay, we're going to move on then back to the interviews with Trav. This one, after the controversial comments from Mark, is Mr. Controversy on Facebook himself, Mr. Ryan Smile.
Yes.
Talking about Chris Travis. So here's the interview with Ryan Smile.
The all-day star.
Yeah.
I'm with Ryan Smile, a man who's wrestled around the country, done many shows with Trav, on shows with Trav. So Ryan, what's your first ever experience with Travis?
Trav. I think the first time I'd ever actually met Chris Travis, I'm trying to think now when was the first time I ever met Chris. I think the first time I ever met Chris Travis was when it was at Hope, actually. It was at a Hope show. It was a Hope show. The first Hope show last year was the first time I ever met Chris Travis. It was the first time I met a lot of people. But yeah, that was the first time I ever met him there. And that was at Hope, so about just over a year ago, I'd say.
You and Trav do wrestle on Hoop a lot.
Yes.
You're getting big matches on there. you've been having matches with RJ, but Travis has been having matches with Jack Jester or that lot, and you've never had a match with each other.
No, we've not wrestled each other for Hope. We have wrestled each other at Pro Wrestling Kingdom. So I have wrestled Trav. And, it's great. Absolutely love working with him. We have a very similar style in terms of the things that we do and the athleticism that we possess. And so the chemistry is there. We have the same character. This air of cockiness and confidence that we both reign, which is good. So man, I love working with Trav, and I think he's a great worker.
What was it like in the ring with Trav?
It was good. It was good. I mean, we had a good match. And like I said, he knows his stuff. He's been doing it long enough. Like you can tell, he's one of the, he's what I'm not just saying this now, but he is really one of the premier talents in the country, and you can tell that by the way he performs.
Definitely. What's Trav like outside the ring?
Hilarious. I find him funny. It depends on when you see him. Sometimes he can be a bit grumpy, but I think that makes him more hilarious because we're all like that, you know what I mean? Sometimes we're tired and we're beaten up, but I think actually the grumpier Trav is, the better he is, because I think he's hilarious. But he's a great person to talk to. He makes me laugh. He's really funny. Like I said, he's liked. Probably not by everyone, but then again, we're not all liked by everyone. But for me, I just find him hilarious. I think he's great to be around. He's great backstage. And like I said, the more pissed off he is, the better he is for everybody.
What's the most funniest thing he's ever done backstage?
I don't know if there's any one thing that I can choose, really. I don't really think there's sort of like... I just some of the comments he comes out with, I think, are quite funny, which are not things that I can repeat because they're just, what happens in the locker room stays in the locker room. But it's just some of the comments that he makes and some of the conversations me and him have are quite funny. And the thing is, we're both quite similar in the sense of the banter and what we find funny. And like a lot of the guys, we talk about all the same things, but like I said, Trav is quite funny with his delivery on things he talks about most of the time. But he's quite funny in general.
Is there anything else you want to say about Travis case listening right now?
I just think he's a great worker. He's loved by a lot of people, and he knows full well that I'm one of those people as well. He's a great worker. He's given a lot to British wrestling, and you can tell that it's completely resonated by people, and you can tell by the way the fans have sort of come up in draws to support him with what's been going on. You can tell for sure that he is loved, and I think the impact that he's had on professional wrestling, it's unparalleled. And I think at the end of the day, he's one of those people who, whether you're a fan or whether you're a fellow worker, colleague, people enjoy what he does, and he goes out there and he does give everything to the fans. And I just think, at the end of the day, like I said, the support from the fans speaks more volumes and can express the love for him than I can sitting here talking to you. But he knows full well that there's a lot of love coming from my way for him, and there's a lot of support from me for him as well. If he ever needs anything, he knows he can call me.
Thank you, Ryan, for the time you've just given.
No stress.
Okay, thank you.
That was the all-day star, Mr. I'm going to talk all the time because I'm being a bit of a weirdo. Ryan Smile.
And a pretty good interview, I thought. Right,
It's all right.
just how Mark opens his 29th bottle of J2O, since we've been on there.
I'll turn on the bottle cap.
Yeah, let's do that. We're going to talk next about how we would book a few of the NXT guys who currently obviously still on NXT.
On WWE, not Hope Wrestling. We can't afford that, yeah.
Yeah. We'd quite like to, but particularly some of them. But yeah, so I think first of all we chatted about this in the car over. Adrian Neville, I told Mark.
Pack.
Yeah, or
good
Pack,
old Pack.
whatever you want to call him. This rumour we've heard, and you've probably heard, he might be booked as Mighty Mouse character.
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, which I don't think he means he's going to actually dress up as a mouse. I think he's just
That's the image what's in my head.
Yeah.
I've got the image of him running around with a bit of cheese like a prick.
So it's like, how would we book, Mark? If you were booking Adrian Neville onto WWE Raw, how would you want him to go in and...
Oompa Loompa. If Pac was... Oh, God, the room in tears of laughter. Oh god, no. Oh god, come on, man, we need you back on here.
Yeah, so
His
Adrian,
face has got red like an umbrella. If I was gonna book Pac at all, if I was gonna book Pac, I'd book him as himself. Just like about let's see, just like about how it. I like how he is in NXT right now. I mean, he did have that sort of heelish sort of side to him at that Sami Zayn match. You know, I'm going to pick up the top and smack you around the head with it.
and that was awesome.
Which was the best storytelling. Well, I've not watched the whole match, I've seen the end, but from what Rob told me, which was the best storytelling match since 28's Undertaker Triple H, which,
Yeah, definitely.
which still
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely. You still not seen it?
I've still not seen it. I need to wait till I get the WWE Network for 000.
You need to kick somebody's ass to get that.
Yeah, I need to stab someone.
Yeah.
Not literally, I'm not that violent. But, no, if I was going to book Pac, I'd book him as the... Because he's already got that difference as a high flyer. I mean, he's not like any old high flyer. I didn't even think the Red Arrow would be, even possible to do. Like back when I was there. I thought the Phoenix Splash was impossible. Never mind the Red Arrow, but... the whole... he's got that different side to it. He's British as well. I mean, not many wrestlers in WWE. I mean, you got Paige Layla. And I think there was a few more people down the line back in the day. Yeah,
No, you got Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett. You used to have like William Regal, Paul Burchill, Dave Taylor, if anyone remembers him.
Yeah, I remember Dave.
Everyone, Dave Ryan! I don't know why I said that.
But yeah, I mean, Adrian Neville.
It's got that difference.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's obviously small, particularly even in the modern day when they're taking on smaller guys, he's still small. And do you think that's going to hold him back a bit on the main roster, despite how good he is?
I hope not. I could see him winning in the Continental Championship or United States, and that's as far, or maybe a tag title. That's as far as I could probably see him go, to be honest.
So how about this?
But if he has that Mighty Mouse thing, he's not going to get anywhere at all still.
No, it'll be a 2 or 3 months.
It would be a jobber to Rusev in under an hour.
Yeah, he will. So how about though? Not that I think they probably will do, but with all this incredible talent on NXT, like him
Yes.
and Sami Zayn and loads of others. How about if they, in a 3-hour schedule, actually recreated the cruiserweight division and then promoted these guys and put them into it? Well, I
Yeah.
know they're right, but I mean, how else would that be?
That would be incredible. I mean, if we were booking,
Yeah.
I'd bring back the cruiserweight division. I mean, as much as that title sucked, and the only reason why it sucked was genuinely you had all these titles, and you still do, but the cruiserweight, it was just not even important. Back to then, it was just like one of them titles you just what the hell. I mean, as soon as Hornswoggle got it, or Funaki, that's when you just face palmed and just cried. But nah, I mean, you had some great guys on it. I mean, the cruiserweight, the remembrance I can remember of cruiserweight division was Shannon Moore.
Yeah.
All them guys.
Yeah.
Paul London, Chavo Guerrero. Quite a lot. I mean, there was some Japanese guy. I mean, Funaki, who wearing the shitty SmackDown trunks. I don't even still know what that gimmick was. But no, that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
In fact, chat, name some NXT wrestlers who we could even try and see what it would be like if we could book them for Raw. Just
Okay then.
name anyone in the NXT roster. I know how many Kevin Owens people are going to be mentioned on.
Yeah. In the chat room, just type anyone.
Just anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone.
But
Your mum, your dad, or even your Uncle Sinbad. Just message me now.
But while we're waiting, or even if they want to just type one, I'll give you Kevin Owens. How would you book
Kevin
him?
Owens. I'd book him as the way he is again,
Yeah,
because
definitely.
he's still different.
Yeah.
Like remember when Dean Ambrose broke out the Shield? The only reason why people liked him is because he was different.
Yeah.
He had the whole extreme stuff. I mean, I know he was recently, but he was in CZW, whatever. He had that difference. He was more of a hardcore guy, which I love still. I mean, PG's watered it out, which is shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that's the difference.
I mean Kenta.
Kenta, who is now Hideo Itami. I can remember it right.
He's teaming up with Devitt, isn't it?
If I could put Hideo Itami, I'd probably go like Japanese gimmick for him. I mean, maybe not Tensai when he came out with a soul.
They've tried it so many times. They kill it, don't they?
They try it, then they murder it. I mean, Yokozuna was the biggest success for Japanese, and he's meant to be in that band. Yeah, the biggest, literally, physically, kayfabe-ly, if that makes any sense.
I know what you mean, but I know, yeah. Do the film now.
But, if Kenta, we could, I mean, I'd book him for a Japanese sort of gimmick, you know, give him a load of kicks, give him this, give him that. You know, the thing is, I'd keep everyone on NXT, I'd keep the same, except from Sami Zayn. I'd give him the mask back.
Really?
Yeah, I'd name him El Simple. El Simple. Right? Imagine that. I mean, his gimmick would be generic. I mean, imagine having him as El Simple. Not killed him again. But, you're right, no. El Simple. Nah, all jokes aside, I mean, having him with the mask would be pretty cool, because then it will be like, I mean, remember when they brought Sin Cara in there, and it was really good. Everyone was like, oh, Rey Mysterio versus Sin Cara. And then the guy got fired from watching too much, then he got replaced with Hunico.
I mean, Sami Zayn promos got the best, aren't they?
Well, I've not really seen his promos.
So if they reinstalled him as a master wrestler, which I don't think they will, haven't taken off him.
He won't have to talk. He won't have to talk. I mean, he did actually do a bit of an El Generico sort of thing on NXT once. He came out in a mask. Stop fucking laughing! Oh, the Vonderfield. Oh, here we go. This is... every time I watch the Vonderfields...
Yes.
Right,
They're awesome.
I don't know. I couldn't see... I can't think of much for him, if I'm going to be honest.
Who's the Vonderfields?
No, for anyone. Finn Balor... Oh, yeah.
No, this is the Vonderfields.
Okay, Vonderfields first. Whatever. Okay. They remind me of Tyler Bate. Right.
Yeah, but not everyone might know who Tyler Bate is.
And if you don't know who Tyler Bate is, get the fuck off this stream. Not literally, because we need to keep some people, but still.
There's people in here from Canada and other places, so they're not all...
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Canadians. Justin Bieber's a cunt. But, Tyler Bate is probably the greatest British guy on the planet right now. If that makes any sort of sense. The best British guy on the planet. I mean, that match he had with Jay Lethal, please search it up if you can find it. I mean, it was a television championship match. That was on... Yes, I will agree with you. Honestly, Bate is incredible. Every match I've seen him in, whether it's against Jürgen Heinrich or freaking Jay Lethal, every match I've seen him in recently, right, are incredible. But no, it's not about him this time. Vonderfields. I don't know. Remember when one of the Vonderfields had that singing? I don't know if he still does it.
No.
He used to sing to the ring. I'd bring that back.
Yeah, what, for both of them?
I'd bring the sing thing back.
What, for both, though?
I don't...
So they come out,
did they both do that?
I don't know. No,
I swear one of them did
they come out going, love the thing, yeah, or whatever.
It's just... I don't even know. I'm actually giving him a Skrillex song. But, no, if that would be the Vonderfields, I don't know. This is going to be boring, because every time I say it, I'll book them the same.
I wouldn't change that, because I think they've got a great gimmick with it.
Yeah, the gimmick's it's like the strongman gimmick again.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got the look. I've got the wrestling skills.
Thing is that we're going back just a sec to Adam Rose. Right, they had
Adam Rose. I swear he was still a party guy in NXT.
Well, he was, but that was only literally about 2 weeks or 3 weeks before he joined Raw. So he did this thing that I can't remember what his name was now, but he was like this line-eating beast sort of character for ages in NXT. And then it suddenly turned into what he is now, but only for 2 or 3 weeks, and then he went Raw as this new gimmick. And I don't know quite pulled it off, I don't know.
Tyler Breeze, I mean, if they brought him to WWE, it would just be another Dolph Ziggler, wouldn't it? That was my first thoughts of Tyler Breeze.
Yeah.
If I was going to book Tyler Breeze, I'd have him as a snowman, which is the last name of Breeze. Forget Breeze for a sec. I need to talk about Finn Balor. Finn Balor's got that great wrestling skill, and Dino's back. We've killed Dean, Rob won't see this. We've killed him. With Rob, don't what? Don't. Yes. Fuck it. Hold that there for a second. Rob, get your ass over it.
Get me 11.
Yes. Don't be a lemon. Be a rose. Bad.
I like it in lemons.
Discovered that yesterday, Rob.
Yeah.
But nah. Oh shit. Here we go.
So it's Mark's crap. So I'd probably put what are you on about? Finn Balor?
Finn Balor. I love him as a demon. Like a demon character. I don't know why. It's just remember when he turned up. Remember he got the whole fans. I've not even heard this chant on a WWE show called Mark King out. Mark King out.
Yeah.
Imagine him as a demon sort of character. Just fucking hunting down, killing things.
That'd be awesome.
You know, I mean, stalking someone, killing them, you know, whatever the fuck it is. Like, that'd be an awesome gimmick for Finn Balor. I mean, it's the whole word Balor is Greek for demon god or some shit, or demon or something. I don't know.
When did you become someone educated?
No, I just know this shit. But no, Balor means like something like demon. So it'd fit his fucking gimmick if he was a demon instead of a typical "I'm gonna stomp on your chest" guy.
So with Undertaker pretty much gone and Kane surely can't go for much longer. We need someone else.
No, Kane's turned to shit. He's a guy who wears jeans and says,
But we need more of that type of darker character, don't we?
I mean, Dean's better looking than Kane.
So, okay. And Tyler Breeze.
Aggressive as a snowman.
Okay.
But I don't even know what you'd change Tyler Breeze to be honest.
No, he's not.
It's hard to do. It's hard to change someone. This is the only skill I won't have for promoting. I can't change anyone.
So you wouldn't like face painter, you wouldn't put him under a mask.
I won't put him under a mask.
You wouldn't just create some weird
Snowman.
character.
Snowman. No. But I don't know how to go from that. But
I think we need to go to an interview.
yeah, we need to cut to an interview because I may have killed Rob's like laughing bug. Yeah, he's dying again. The next interview before Dean shows another fucking video. Next he'll probably get his knob out. Okay, at least he's got a rock star.
Oh, but we're the monster.
I've got a J2O match and cheers. Cheers, you John Cena, Mark.
Right then, so the next interview is an interview with two of the most brutal guys on this planet.
They are not from Britain. They are not from France. And you can always see their underpants because they're technically wrestling in them. This is the Sumerian.
Sumerian.
I can't say their name. I was shitting it when I was interviewing her. I was gonna say something like the samurai or some shit.
Yes,
the SDS.
Yeah.
You say it.
I bet they've never had an introduction like this in their
Yes.
entire lives.
Say it.
The Sumerian Death Squad are going to talk about Chris Travis, so we'll get them talking now.
Yes.
I'm with Michael Dante and Tommy N from the Sumerian Death Squad for interviews about Chris Travis. How you guys doing? We're doing good. Yeah. Sorry? Doing good. You've been wrestling for quite a while, and obviously you've been on plenty of shows with Chris Travis. Yeah. What's your first experience with Travis?
Just being a friendly, really friendly, forward dude. I was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very open, very acceptable, and no attitude, whatever. Just a really nice guy.
Happy, excited, fun.
Yeah. Almost sounds like you're putting up a dating profile.
You ever had a match with Travis?
Yes. I had a singles with him at HXC in Manchester. And we had a tag match against him, obviously, and Marty Kirby. Yeah.
What's your favorite match with Travis?
Well, the thing is, we only had. Oh, wait, you had a four?
Yeah, I had a four-way.
You had a four, but I think I honestly, if I look back at the past year, actually, my match with Chris is one of the matches I enjoyed like thoroughly. It was the first time we met, and we just clicked really well. We both, obviously we shook hands and everything, and we were both like, oh, you know, we weren't expecting this level of chemistry together. So.
Yeah, and the tag match we had was very fun as well. Competitively hard, but very fun.
And you haven't had a road trip, right?
Yes.
And if so, what was the funniest moment of the road trip?
You know what, the thing is, like, we get this question so many times, but, like, we're so goddamn boring. That's, like, our problem.
I guess the kebab place.
The kebab place is pretty good. The chip shop, that was pretty fun.
The hunt for food.
The hunt for food. It was, it's actually pretty, really not too long ago, I think, like, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, like, right before Chris stopped wrestling. I couldn't give you any details because, like, this is one of those you had to been there stories, which are, like, always hard to explain when you're just sitting face to face with someone. No, this is like we had the road trip with Curbs and Trevi, and I think, to be honest, though, it was a really a heartfelt trip because, like, we had some really open talks, and when you're traveling on the road, you go through things, and at that point, Chris was already, he felt his stomach, and, like, we were talking about, we all shared our concerns, and we all talked about it, and we all talked about, like, private things, and you get like a lot of camaraderie when you travel with each other. So I think that road trip, to me, that 2 days that we spent in the car with the four of us, is, to me, is one of the most memorable road trips I had in 2014.
Yeah, sweet. What's travel like outside of it?
Yeah, like I previously said as well, he's very happy, very go-lucky. He complains and he's bitter about some things, but most of the time he just enjoys things, and he does tend to take the mickey out of a lot of people, which is good fun still.
In my opinion, Chris has this no bullshit attitude, and if he has a problem with something, he'll mention it, he'll say it, but, like, in my opinion, like, I remember specifically after HXC, we went into some heavy drinking after the show, and he's just a really fun guy to be around with, as well as really very open, acceptable human being, like I said before.
What's your favourite part of Travis?
My favourite part is, like...
No, not like that. Definitely not.
He's got some smooth legs on. My favorite part, like I said, he's a good human being. I enjoy the fact that he's so open and acceptable towards anyone. And I like his, like I said, I like his no nonsense attitude. Like, I like openness in people. I think honesty and openness are very important things to have. Not only in wrestling, but, like, in life as a human being. So.
Yeah, and he has some really good jokes as well.
He's got a humor. Yeah, he's got good humor as well. For us dumb Dutch guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, guys. No problem. Cheers.
That's right, you just heard Tommy N talk about Chris Travis's shiny legs.
And you won't get that anywhere else, that's for certain.
Nowhere else on British Wrestling Radio, the takeover will continue.
And one thing for...
It's continuing, I don't know why I said will continue.
Yeah, well...
Cut commercial.
Both are grammatically correct, but I mean, you don't get that on being a Knicks, do you?
No, you don't. I don't.
Tommy N, Michael Dempsey, more to come.
Yeah, no, nothing like that. I mean, all they do is sit on their arse talking about how AJ Styles is starting Clash should be banned.
Well, sometimes it's like, what do you think for the UK shows this weekend?
Yeah,
I don't know because I'm not going to.
I didn't go to any UK shows.
Yeah.
I didn't go to any. It looks like a pissed off bulldog licking wee off a thistle.
But so we look.
I can't say anything bad anymore.
So we will.
No, next time you do that, go, we're here.
So we will talk about the UK scene because we actually not only work it, we go to a lot of shows. Don't we? So,
definitely. I mean, it's probably not like Dino Nix. You go to a wrestling show for an import or anything.
No, we don't do that at all. No, nothing like that.
I only go for Covey Man.
Yeah, Covey Man. Yeah, isn't it?
Okay. Let's talk about the best shows in Britain. What we've been to physically, watched it live, seen people being thrown over balconies. and God knows what else. Literally thrown over a balcony. There was a show where someone got thrown over a balcony. But still, so we'll start off with our own promotion. You know,
Definitely.
Be a bit self-hearted and selfish. Fuck everyone else. Well, the matches we've had are pretty incredible. We've had the UK Hooligans versus Hunters,
which was amazing.
It was a brawl to a point where fans were booing the Hooligans when they were supposed to be the happy guys.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like that one as well.
Yes, you did. I bet you did like it. I was in a music box shitting it because I was genuinely thought they would come near me. They just slammed a Hunter on a table. It was all right.
Yeah, it's Mark just plays the music at Hope.
I do. I play the House of Pain Evolution music, and do not complain at my playlist because they're not mine. They're Dale's, and here's his shit. Wait till you get mine. There'll be Evolution, Fandango, Goldberg, Nexus, El Torito, more Evolution, Eminem.
But anyway, back onto the matches.
And even Eugene.
Eugene. Yeah. So Hunters Hooligans, that was incredible. I mean, the ovation that got the whole build-up, the promos, the way Ricky Knight was involved.
Yes, punching Dale.
Yeah, putting the Hunters over there, knocking Harvey Dale out, which we really enjoyed.
Yes, we did.
Fuck
our boss. It's like Stone Cold in 1990, whatever the fuck it is.
And so that match was brilliant. And then there's the match that's been mentioned, like that Jester against Chris Chavis.
Yes. I mean, watching that on DVD. And you can watch it on YouTube for $9.99. No, joking. You can watch it on YouTube right now at House of Pain Evolution's YouTube account, which is either Hope Wrestling or House of Pain Evolution, where you can watch it right now, along with the greatest match from... Hey, that could be a good booking, actually. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Yes. Official booking. You heard it right here on Boys on Tour. No, joking. We heard it right here on British Wrestling Radio. We now have a new booking of a match. Ricky Knight versus Harvey Dale.
Yeah.
God help us.
I mean, on February the 6th, we have a match booked between the Hooligans and the Blackpool Blondes.
Sadly, that match is no longer going to happen.
Unfortunately, one of the Blondes isn't able to make it, so we're having to change that booking. But Harvey Dale, you can rest assured, is still going to be very much involved in the match that we are going to put on. So you will still see Ricky Knight and Harvey Dale.
You will see the great diva from WWE Paige as brothers, and the brothers are just as amazing as Paige as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're incredible.
They are physical. They will brawl and they will call fans divs, even when they're happy. Yeah. Remember that guy who was with the signs? It was just like, what did he write on it? Scott Steiner's teacher. And God knows... Didn't you see it?
Yeah.
The guy with the signs. He was like, Scott Steiner's teacher. And all meow. God knows what else.
And we have fans that chant Super Dragon.
Yeah, we have fans what chant Super Dragon. In fact, I've got the soundboard, actually. One sec. I'll get the Super Dragon soundboard out in a second.
Right, well, is it I'll talk.
No, we'll carry on talking.
Yeah.
So that was a good match.
Tyler Bate, Joel Redman?
Yes, Tyler Bate and Joel Redman. It was the first match I seen Tyler Bate in since the Jay Lethal match, which I still didn't watch at the time, but that match was incredible. The technical stuff on that, and you can buy the DVD for that for $9.99, which is actually $9.99.
You can see your promoter, man. Yeah. We've also had a feud between Joseph Connors, who's probably the most.
Joseph Connors. Okay, we've got a bit of a controversial thing on this. Joseph Connors and CJ Banks have been in a five series.
Yeah.
A 5 series since the first ever House of Pain Evolution show.
The best of 5. Yeah.
The best of 5. Which ended in a controversial way.
Yeah, it was 2-2. They had the deciding match on the last show. And then, do you want me to happen or do you want to?
What happened was, because I'm going to just take it since you offered it. What happened was, in the middle of the match, CJ Banks was calling for the end when all the lights suddenly dimmed down and six masked unknown men entered the ring and beat the living snot out of CJ Banks, leaving him dead in the ring. The ref signalled a disqualification.
Yeah.
But CJ wanted to carry on at his duties. Joe had a bit of a hard choice to do. He didn't know what to do in this situation. Basically... Yeah, that's how I got Super Dragon on. Okay, back to the thing. Joe didn't want to, and yeah, that could be a good thing. Definitely. Get Keith back.
Yeah, well, carry on the story there.
Yeah, so Joe then had a decision. Well, had the choice of. Thank you. What's it called? Had the chance to definitely. What the fuck? After that, Joe had no choice but to finish his opponent off with a DDT, leaving the fans to wonder, was Joe a part of the plot?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and we will, on the next House of Pain show, on Harvey Dale's first ever talk show, the Joe Mikhail show, we have Joseph Connors on it, and it's not called the Joe Mikhail show, no shit. But it'll be the Golden Tongue, which sounds like a porn film, on in a wrestling show.
Know.
What? Which is on a wrestling show in House of Pain Evolution, which you won't get anywhere else, and you will hear the story of Joseph Connors, who we still have weird opinions. So, do you think it is Joe who's the leader?
Possibly. But it's looking obvious at the moment, but it might be.
I think it is. I honestly think it is.
Yeah.
Joe, he did this. We don't get any look into Harvey's storylines at all. So we don't know any of this. We make our own. He makes his own. So, in fact, how long are we going for, boys?
You carry on.
We'll go until we pass out. Let's do this. 3 hours. 3 hours. This is going to be longer than Raw. Goddammit. We might as well. We've got another fucking page to go through. Well, not another page, but a quarter page. Why not? But either way, yeah. So it could be a thing, to be honest. It wouldn't shock me if Joe was the leader of the faction. And it just leads to beg the question: will the faction make an appearance in the middle of the Golden Tongue?
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Yes, literally. And another great match. It got voted match of the year. Joe Connors versus I almost said Rampage Brown, although that was a good match as well. Dave Mastiff, the Bastard. That was and Dave comment me for swearing because that's his nickname, the Bastard. That match was incredible, which you can still watch on YouTube right now. Dean, give us a link because you gave us another one, right? That was an incredible match in its own right.
Yeah.
Because you had what's called, you had the disadvantage. Joe was a much smaller guy. Thanks for the link. Joe was a much smaller guy. Mastiff was a massive
Yeah.
force. And Mastiff got into the finals of Butch Boot Camp.
Yeah.
So that was all. You're always going to see a big guy like Mastiff. That's incredible.
Yeah.
That was an incredible match.
Yeah.
Jack Jester, El Ligero. That match was the first match I genuinely feared my life and the laptop. If you buy the DVD for $9.99, which is Hope 15 or 17, about 16, 15, one of them. It was one of the numbers. Buy them all. What happened was, before the match, we literally knew what Jack Jester could do. So here's a little shout out. Well, here's a little thing you should definitely do. If you were on a show where Jack Jester is in the building and there's a barrier or not, whatever, right? Move all your glasses off tables, chairs, God knows what, or empty glasses, or even cups. Drink your glasses and give them to the bar, because what will happen? Jester will smash them. He will instantly. He's honestly caused so much damage to different things. He in this match with Ligero, as soon as we heard Jack Jester's music, we moved all our glasses off our music table.
Yeah.
It was just
And a cake.
And a cake. And Brett Hadley's cloak. We feared it. We feared that Jack Jester would literally come over and smash something. Which we were right to move the glasses.
Yeah, but it wasn't Jester, was it?
Yeah, El Ligero, who I think is a current heel because he eliminated my curry man, and then destroyed the laptop nearly. He walked over, he's smashing Jester's head on our music table. Went to grab the laptop, I said, no, well, I just shouted no. And he picked it up, he made it go off, it made a massive buzz.
It should have gone no.
Yeah, it should have. We should have gone no, see. But no, and with that was an incredible match to make Jack Jester's streak carry on, which will build it. Well, which is still going to building into our Scottish versus England great thing, even though El Ligero's Mexican, who cares? Scottish versus England rivalry.
So, but I mean, the thing about the British scene is that you get lots of different varieties of that. Like, Hope Wrestling is mainly about storyline telling and feuds. Then you can go to Southside, where you normally get a lot. I mean, they have storylines as well, but you have a lot of very quick, high-flying matches.
Yes. I mean, speaking, you're never going to get a show on. Don't some people complain about speaking?
Some people say it's too much of the same thing in one day, but
That's what it is.
yeah, exactly.
Speaking is high flying. You're not going to expect Dave Mastiff to be on speaking, are you?
No,
like-
no, it is good. But
I mean,
no.
the only match. Speaking's just meant to be high flyers, hence the name Speed but the King.
Yeah.
It's meant to be high flyers and God knows what. I mean, you had Will Ospreay, Mark Andrews did Dino Mark versus. I mean, the only problem with that last show was the last thing, and it's the only thing I can think of. Too many face-on faces.
Yeah, but it's not about that. I'm speaking. It's more like a tournament, isn't it? So,
I guess, but honestly, there was 2 matches which had heels versus a face. In fact, no, 3. If you're going to count the speaking match at the end as well.
The thing is, a lot of quick high-flying guys are often faces. Aren't
Yeah,
they?
that's the problem. If you're going to be, Unico is the only high-flying heel in WWE right now.
Yeah.
You do have some incredible high-flying who need to definitely get on more shows.
Yeah.
I mean, bookers, get your wallets out. Chris Tyler.
Yeah,
Chris Tyler is
awesome.
incredible.
Yeah, he is. Very good.
He risked his own knee at the last show against Ashton Smith, which is another great House of Pain Evolution match.
Yeah.
I mean, messages, your best matches you've seen from any British promotion. I've just slapped Robbie, tried to shut me up. Basically, just message any of the best wrestling matches you've seen anywhere, and we may comment on them if we don't even know. Right.
So, what I was trying to say was, the thing is, on the British Shinders, everyone knows about T-Bone and Oligero and Sticks and all the top guys. But there's such a depth of talent that, we're discovering at height like Ashton Smith.
Ashton Smith.
We never heard of him until Harvey Dale booked him. And he's awesome. And then, then...
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm ripping my shirt off, right? Come on.
and then...
Go on. It's off. You want sham, I'll give it you.
And then you got...
Oh, here comes the camera now. Alright, let's make a bigger promo than the Shockmaster. Dino loves dick. Oh, right, Dave Master. We only see the D before it's Dino loves dick.
Right.
You like your big hairy man? My name is... Yeah! My name is Jeff.
God, that's hard to learn that.
My name is Jeff.
But yeah,
it's stuck in my head now. Fuck you, dude. My name is Jeff.
There's so many guys like Chris Tyler, again, he's just up and nowhere and he's just awesome.
Yeah.
They're just everywhere. Wherever we go, we go promotions all over the country. There's guys we've never heard of, and they just come out of the woodwork and they just put on awesome matches everywhere. And so you got the Storyline promotion at Hope, you got Quick Moving at Southside. We went to Rick and Knight promotion, WAW,
which was
awesome.
It was a good difference.
Old-fashioned wrestling, much slower.
Yeah, it was like the good old Big Daddy days, and I wasn't even alive for the Big Daddy days. Or even when Hogan was good. But back then, when we went to WA, we went all the way from Norwich. This is passionate British fan, not like Dino and Nixie, who sit on their arse watching the WWE Network for $9.99 when we go out to watch British wrestling promotions as Dino sucks the balls of Fruity Pebble.
Yeah, I offered to take Dino, but he was a bit...
No. He's busy.
Yeah, he was
busy.
yeah.
He's not on cod and masturbating. Right. Right.
So, but yeah, WA.
Promo. This is Dean versus Mark. This is the promo, goddammit.
Alright, fair enough.
This is better than Raw right now, and there's not even been a match. Yeah, I mean, you've got... I'm trying to think of some more people. LJ, the heel was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. But I'm making them all around to spread points about all the promotions around the country.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Oh, yeah, shit. Why not?
No, WAW, the slower pace, bigger guys. You can see why they've had guys went to WWE.
Yeah.
And then you go to Attack Pro Wrestling, which is...
Attack.
Yeah.
We've got to discuss about more than this.
Yeah.
Attack Pro Wrestling is... The thing is, would you call it... I'd call it wrestling still, actually. I love it to bits. Right? I don't know what the fuck that means. Warwick face, red face. He got sunburned. Now, what happened was, it was just so incredible. Attack Pro is basically comedy, then wrestling comes second.
Yeah.
You had a Home Alone match. What promotion thinks, you know what? Fuck it. Let's get a load of racing cards, some baubles, and tie some buckets around the stage lights I love. That was incredible. What else can I think of? The Snow Holds Barred match. It does sound fun. Get yourself to Attack Pro, and even go on Attack Pro's YouTube account right now, where they have a 24/7 card title. A 24/7 card title. Car title? We're on about our title, aren't we? We have a 24/7 car title in our car where we beat each other up for a title, where it can only be defended 24/7 in a car. Anyway, no, they have the 24/7 title, which is just the covered. Like, remember Hardcore title when it was dying slowly? Well,
Yeah, I remember it, yeah.
what happened was, like, with this Attack Pro 24/7 Championship, it was like so. It's basically that, but except from no hardcore, really.
Yeah. They just go out in the streets.
They go out in the streets, they chase each other for an hour, they enjoy themselves.
They show it on the YouTube. We see like Robbie X losing it in the toilets at service station, and Tyler Bate losing it in the street, and
Yeah,
shopping and all stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, that was just. I mean, Eddie Dennis is a champ, which is bad.
Yeah, bad.
And that leads on to another promotion, Triple X.
Yeah, I was going to talk about
That has got a lot of controversy, but it's incredible. Like today, in the middle of a school day, I got invited to a show called Clusterfuck 4.
Yeah, which is basically like I think a battle royal or Rumble.
It's a Royal Rumble with 10 people,
Yeah.
and they called it the Clusterfuck match, which I find incredible.
Yeah.
The guy's got a lot of controversy for it. I mean, he's been sued by WWE about 3 times.
Yeah, he what he basically
He named a freaking.
He names his shows after
Oh.
WWE ones. He had a faction called Nexus, but with 2 X's in the middle. And he does this kind of stuff all the while, and WWE keep on suing him.
Yeah.
But we went to our first Triple X show recently, and it's
It's glorious.
over 18 theme, but under 18s are allowed in.
Yeah, which
And,
instantly made me jizz my pants. Not literally.
And it was absolutely awesome. I mean, the matches were so hard into it. There were Chris Brooks and
Chris
Tyler
Brooks,
Bate.
Tyler Bate. That was probably the best match of the night.
I mean, it's brutal. I mean, Tyler Bate.
And on top of that, it gave more wrestling names that people should definitely consider.
Yeah, again.
I mean, what was his name? Sleazy Bastard?
Dave Mercer.
Yeah, Dave Mercer, Sleazy Bastard. His character was just some sex-pested, masturbating, fat... I don't even know.
Yeah. But they had big videos of before, didn't they?
Yeah,
that was really
and the thing was, when we got there, they had videos on, like screens, like promos. So it wasn't like you were going into a random show and then guessing what the lines were. Like we went to, what was the show with Bram on it?
Oh yeah, that was Tidal Championship.
Yeah, Tidal Championship,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna admit was pretty poor. If I know how we said the best, and I said cross out the worst in case we get controversy.
Yeah.
Fuck this, let's go for it. With Tidal Pro, I got really disappointed. They didn't. I don't know. I'm taking Rob's word for this, but apparently, and I do see your comment. Will Ospreay vs Zack Sabre Jr. We didn't watch it. We can't call on it, but definitely sounds like an incredible match. With this whole thing, it was. You get there. Well, we got there. They cut a promo, whatever. That was cool. First match. It was meant to be a sound effects thing. You say?
Yeah.
I don't know if he was kidding when he was.
No, honestly, they had it on the website.
Apparently, there was
Facebook
meant to have a
page,
sound
yeah.
effects match between El Ligero and Mark Andrews, and it was just a normal match.
They promoted it as a ladder match where they're also going to play sounds, like silly sounds,
Yes.
which is like our kind of thing. because
This is
we're
our
really
sort
down.
of thing, yeah.
Yeah. We actually did well on the game, don't we?
No. We did a freaking sound effects Extreme Rules match on WWE. But either way, what can I say? That was
They're hardly, most of the matches were not as to advertised, were they?
no. Bram versus Pete Dunne. It disappointed me a lot because I'm used to seeing TNA's Bram. You know, the one go through thumbtacks, barbed wire, chairs, bins, God knows what. You know, go through all this crazy stuff. Yet the biggest bump he took was falling down the stairs at a 0.1111, you know, a 0.111 whatever miles per hour. Yes, definitely agreeing with that one there.
Yeah, that was no very team match.
That was an over 18 match.
Might
Which,
get into that to tell them all about it.
yeah, fuck off. I got in. I'll talk about that in a bit actually. But no, they promoted it as like a no rules match.
Yeah.
Then when it come down to it, it was just a singles, and it was just awful. And I mean, they did a few throw around the bar sort of.
So the match is okay, but it doesn't what it said. It
No,
was
no,
good,
no. Onesie match. I mean,
That was fun,
that was meant to be stupid, so I enjoyed that.
Yeah, first one to get into one single
Yeah,
match.
but that whole performance of that show, I didn't like it. I mean, So Scandalous, which was Ryan Smile and Damien Dunn, and versus The Proven.
That was good match.
I
yeah.
enjoyed that.
Yeah.
The female match, yeah, it was alright actually. You never see it die from the stage these days. And I think Rob's having a heart attack. Nah, I never. It's sort of one of them things, really. But nah, that show didn't really impress me.
But I mean, going back to Triple X.
Triple X.
Yeah, they had before the show they had videos, but explaining every single match, all the characters, the storylines, and they had nearly every guy put a promo, which you never see elsewhere.
Yeah.
And then the actual matches are brutal, and they follow the storylines, and it was awesome.
They put just some random people just walk in the ring and cut a promo.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to do it. I mean, when do you go to a wrestling show, see one guy enter a ring, like, just randomly, like, music kicks in, you get a guy in the ring, cuts a promo and walks out?
Yeah. And then, just moving on from that, then we went to a show called Shropshire Wrestling Alliance.
Yeah, here we go,
Actually, no, you missed this one, but
Right.
you've been since.
Yes.
You go to this little show in Dawley Town.
Dawley Town.
Yeah.
A very tiny venue.
Yeah. And then you see the best wrestling match in your entire life.
Yeah.
Jay Lethal and Tyler Bate. Just out
Yeah.
of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, like an arcade. Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Owen's done it.
Yeah.
Randy Orton's done it.
Yeah.
But that match, when I watched it on DVD, I flipped my popcorn upside down. I ripped 4 statuses on Facebook just on about it. But it was incredible.
But I think the point is that British wrestling is just. I mean, we've not seen ICW, but we know how
I've
awesome
seen
it is.
If you want some, come and get some.
Yeah. And so we've progressed in London and a few other places. We haven't been to.
We can continue about promotions all night.
Yeah.
But I still want to talk about Southside.
Yeah, come on.
Yes,
You go on the south side,
Their anniversary show, shocking. If I'm gonna, it's just I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. It was pretty. The things they did. If I'm gonna be brutally honest, they did. They put so many imports on it and they didn't use them well. Curryman, it was just main event after main event, really, which don't sound bad, but it was.
There was no purpose for the match.
No, there was no purpose. There was no purpose. It was just like, you know what? Let's have a 6-man / woman. What's it called? Intergender 6-man globally match where they had Rich Swann with. It sounds like a good match. It was a good match, but they just had no reasoning to it as well.
You need to be emotionally involved to really, care
Yeah,
about
I mean, you had
who wins and
Hardcore Holly versus Joe Connors, no reason to it. Chavo Guerrero versus Styx, no reason to it. Royal Rumble sort of had a reason to it. Riots versus Samoan and Death Squad didn't have a reason to it. Anyone else?
stuff. Well, that was the
Bad
top
Influence,
one,
yeah. Bad Influence versus Project Ego or Project Villain, whatever they were called.
Yeah, Monty Scott.
Yeah, Mighty Skull.
Yeah.
That was awful. Well, it wasn't awful. I mean, it just didn't have a reason for it. So that match was up. But then the CZW weekend kicked in, and honestly, my mate Riley brought him for a first ever British show, and he's not that much of a wrestling fan. He just seen me. He remembers. Yeah, everyone goes through that phase where you watch wrestling. Sometimes you stick with it, sometimes you forget about it. But no, I watched wrestling once in Vibrani House, and I thought. Then we hear about a barbed wire match. See, we're getting into this, right? This CZW weekend was incredible. You had incredible 5-star matches, of just like mini matches. I mean, there were some matches. I mean, I didn't like the whole Drew Gulak style of wrestling. It's just too technical. I don't like it. Kaylee Ray versus Drew Gulak. Me and my mates were just sitting there, bored out of my mind. And as soon as it over, I just stood up and started clapping because it was fucking over. What else happened? Trying to think now. Bob, no, I'll wait a second. There's a few more. Flips and forearms versus whoever was Hunter's first time. That was incredible. I mean, they always do. I mean, I remember that time it was like Menace to Society, which I'll mention actually. The first, you thought, oh, come on, just let it be Martin Kirby, Kaylee Ray, where there's like no rules, whatever. Let's go, just let it happen. Don't let this tag match happen. And I was expecting like a really crap match, and then all of a sudden, fucking roof explodes, and everyone's just marking out, and I'm joining them. It's like, oh, he tombstone his own partner, and I put on a girl's voice. My name's Trinity. Right, but God damn it, Rob, don't die on me now. I'm sorry. Right, anyway, fuck Rob for a second. And that blew the roof off. Rich Swann, Robbie X versus Robbie X, and then Rich Swann versus Will Ospreay. That was just glorious. And then it leads us to this 1P IPW. I never watched that. From what I've heard, Davey Richards is a cunt, so I'm not going to mention him. But
He's a good wrestler, though.
he's a good wrestler, but he's a cunt. Basically, I'm killing Rob again. Fuck off. Fuck off. I've got a bottle opener in my hand. Fuck off. Fudge off. Fudge off.
So, anything else about the Southside, or?
Yeah, barbed wire match. Oh, crap. Barbed wire match. It was good. I enjoyed it, obviously, because it's my playground, it's violence. Barbed wire match. I first entered the arena. At first, I thought, "Oh God, I don't want to watch it now." All this.
Yeah, we're desperate to get in.
But I was desperate to get in. There was a part of me what thought, because I remember when I watched Sabu's match for the first time outside. I thought, "Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna watch this. It sounds brutal. I don't want to do it." I called my mum. Well, my mum was with me at the time. She was reading the magazine while everyone was standing up. But it was just one of them things, really. It was just like, oh, I don't know if I can handle it. And then at the end, I'm like, I want more. I'm going into a Life of Brian voice now. Follow the shoe, Brian. It's a sign. Yeah, I wanted more from it. There was no light tubes, which sort of disappointed me. Because remember when they teased it at a Southside show a year before?
Yeah.
They teased it a lot. They teased like
they did. Yeah.
I think DJI came out with these glass light tube things.
Yeah, he did.
And you thought, oh God. And I was like, Mum, get my drinks now. You don't want to watch this. I can remember that barbed wire death match was just beautiful. But the light tube, if there was no reasoning for anything with light tubes, if you're not going to use them.
Maybe they changed their mind in that year between the death match and the barbed wire match.
But that I still enjoyed it. Definitely one of my favourite matches alive.
But you didn't use the barbed wire enough, did you? From what you
Nah,
told me before.
the thing is, every match has got a gimmick. Well, every big match. You won't, like, we had an incredible match, Jack Jester vs. Clint Margera, wooden boards death match, which you can buy for $9.99. It's Evolution number 2, Clint Margera, Jack Jester. But that match, they didn't use the boards a lot, and yes, you can watch one of the video points of that match, and you can see a video point of Southside's match as well. But they didn't use the boards a lot, because who wants to get think of it this way? Remember that Kennel from Hell match? Actually, can you remember that?
What, home you mean?
No, WWF, that shitty Kennel from Hell match.
Kennel from Hell?
Basically, Big Boss Man had this storyline.
Oh yeah, you told me that too.
Yeah, Al Snow's Chihuahua, or something god like that. And like, it built to a rivalry, and they put a steel cage, and like, on the outside was like, attack dogs, and you had a Hell in a Cell on top of that. And you had to get out, and all dogs did was hump each other, piss on the sides, and shit everywhere. Right, and that was just a gimmick. I mean, they wouldn't have used dogs a lot. Like, the barbed wire as well, that wouldn't use a lot, because obviously...
Well, you'd screw for life, aren't you? If you mess the barbed wire for it.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, it was just used for a thing. I mean, they cut half the ropes off at one point, didn't they?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not going to be a thingy. It's not going to be used a lot, because it's going to take you to stretch, like wood, like dogs, like barbed wire, whatever. It's going to take you to stretch. But yeah, it's. I mean, you're not going to complain about that stuff. The guys went in the ring risking a lot, risking life injuries and God knows what. But I mean, I'd like if anyone wants to complain about that match, then get in the ring and fucking do it.
Exactly.
Right, okay, might as well move on. I can't think of any more promotions.
No, I mean, we could literally talk all night.
Yeah, we could talk all night long.
Oh no. Yeah.
Right,
but we'll move on because we did go into a lot, but we've got a couple more interviews to play yet, so we're going to play.
a couple more.
Yeah,
You mean the last ever one? Wait, oh wait.
No,
Yeah, it's the last ever one.
no, we've got 2 more.
No, it's the. Oh shit, yeah. There's
No,
two.
yeah. So we're going to play next an interview about Trav, obviously, with
Right, this is the big one.
with a guy that most of you will know from shows.
Definitely will know from shows.
The photographer, Brett Hadley.
Oh, we're doing that one first.
Who,
A guy you would definitely know. Nah, joking. Brett's a lovely
so
guy.
I'll change the order just to screw Mark up a bit.
Yeah, you twat.
Right. So
Great guy. This is a photographer from Southside, House Pain Evolution. I think he probably did LCW. Yeah, nice.
yeah.
I don't know what nice means. Nice as in I fucked up, or nice as in... I
Yeah.
think Brett Hadley, really nice guy. We got him a cake. Well, I didn't get him a cake, but we got him a cake and surprised him at one of my shows.
for his birthday.
For his birthday with a dog on it.
But Brett has travelled with Trav for years in cars. They actually live now in the same city in Sheffield, which Dean might know a bit. And anyway,
Yeah.
so here's the interview.
Sorry, Mr. Royal Rumble winner.
So here's the interview between Mark and Brett.
I'm with photographer Brett. Got your last name already.
That's terrible.
Hadley. I knew it was anyway. I'm with Brett Hadley, photographer, knows Trav a bit. It's for British Wrestling Radio. So Brett, what was your first experience with Travis?
Oh, crikey. I must have known him, well, nearly 6-7 years now. I think my first experience was just a local show that I went to as a fan, and this was long before I even started doing my job. And I saw him and I thought, you know, there was something that stood out straight away. You know, there was some sort of cocky arrogance that stood out to him, and you know, he stood out. That's the only thing I can think of to say, really.
What was, as you said you was a fan, what was your favourite Chris Travis match?
Oh, crikey. I mean, I get a good perspective. I mean, I get like the best position of anybody in the building usually when I'm standing next to a ring. And I've seen so many good matches. I think one that stands out was, I think, him against, I'd say, Adrian Neville stroke Pac. They did that in Southside a couple of years ago, and it was phenomenal.
I've only watched it on YouTube, so
It was really, really, really good. So I think, you know, and I know Trav's had excellent matches against high caliber people I haven't seen. But yeah, I think for ones that I've been there for, then I think that would have to be it.
like he's wrestled a lot of imports for different promotions. A lot of people like CCW guys, Dragon Gate, all them sort of people. Do you think he could ever make it to WWE?
Yeah, I think the ability is there. He's proved he can. I mean, promoters wouldn't give him the matches with the talent if they didn't feel that he could do it. So I think if he was given the opportunity, and I think he's definitely got the ability and the wherewithal to hang with people, you know, who obviously have got a lot more experience. And I think he could do it easily.
Yeah, he's in TNA's British Boot Camp final right now.
Indeed, he's facing Mark Andrews in that, which I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm a fan of Mark as well, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Yeah, quite. Yeah.
What's Trav like outside the ring?
Funny, charming, can be sarcastic, but those are the things. I mean, that's coming from somebody who's travelled with him and I've known him quite a while. So yeah, funny, just a nice guy. You know, that's how it comes across.
What's the funniest travel story you've ever had with him?
Oh, crikey. I'm not too sure about that one. Honestly. I hate to pass, but yeah, I'm not too sure about that.
But, as a person, what is the best part of Chris Travis?
Just the dedication. He loves what he does, and I think, you know, I
think it shows in the performances. I've never seen a bad Travis match, and that's the way you look at it. Is that sometimes you can think the guys don't have a great match, and in all the years I've been around wrestling now, 7 years, I've never seen a bad Chris Travis match, and I think that's what stands out.
Is there any other things you'd like to say about Trav right now?
I just want the guy to be back and doing what he loves doing. It's breaking his heart not being able to do it. And I think the support that he's had from everybody, his fans, wrestlers, promoters, everybody is phenomenal. And I think it just goes to show that my opinion isn't the only one that thinks what I've been saying.
Okay. Thanks, Brett.
My pleasure,
Thank you.
That was Brett Hadley from every single wrestling promotion on the planet, I think, because he's a massive photographer, and it was obviously great to interview the guy, a personal friend as well. So now, for the first time, or maybe the first, I don't freaking know, we are going to do a review on a wrestling game. So if you don't want to hear it, fuck off. But
No,
if you don't want to hear it, stay tuned.
Yeah, I've got to be set because we've got, after this actually, we've got an interview.
After this, we've got another interview, which was a secret.
Alright, I've already put it on the Facebook page, but we pretend it's a secret.
Yeah, pretend it's a secret. Shh.
Yeah. Pretend you didn't read it.
Ooh, oh, baby, ooh, yes. But,
No, that would be a shock, wouldn't it?
yeah, unless it's China. But, yeah, I had to make one before we go there. WWE 2K15. We are going to chat on this, because I don't know why.
Well, because I thought it'd be a good idea. Because we played the game and it's linked to wrestling.
Was we drunk?
Yeah, maybe.
Drunk on tiredness.
Maybe I was. We've got to remember.
Drunk on tiredness.
Yeah. Drunk on tiredness, probably, yeah. Yeah, we waited, didn't we? We got this Christmas Day.
Oh, God, it was fucking Christmas Day. We finally get the PlayStation 4s. He got one for his son, and he blatantly got one for himself. I got one, and that's when the hackers got in, God knows what. Yes, we're talking about hackers on British Wrestling Radio. But, nah, hackers got in, I got upset, and it took us about a week. Oh, you bitch. Oh, that's it. You want to fight? Right, that's it.
No,
Shirt's coming off.
Talk about the game.
Okay, I'm going to prove you on. Okay, hey, you know what? Let's have a debate with this guy. Right, one sec. Explain why you think WWE 2K sucks. Or are you just going to be a keyboard warrior and keep on talking? Those really sucks. Right?
Anyway, give it
But anyway, so we got onto it about a week later due to me can't get this bloody account up. And basically, I can just remember it, I can just remember just getting onto it. And we picked no, that's where I can prove you wrong. But still, we'll get to you later. Basically, I can just remember we picked I can't remember, I think it was like Bo Dallas versus Rusev or Brock Lesnar or whatever.
Yeah, something like
that. In
a
TLC environment.
Yeah.
I can't remember. The game's good, I like it. From people who say it's the same face or whatever, it's got different features in it. Here's the different features. When was there a career mode? What was actually good? I mean, back in the day, it had that Road to WrestleMania, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you had other story modes.
Yeah.
But this is the game where they brought it back, really, the story modes. Because I think the last story mode they did was either 2008 or 7.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and then when they did Road to WrestleMania, it was still cool, but it just kept on copying. But they have different wrestlers each year. I mean, the roster this year is pretty weak, but they still have different wrestlers each time. What else was I going to say? Have different wrestlers. It's different type of matches.
Yeah, and they've got the stamina thing, isn't it?
Yeah. See, you admit that. Yeah, and they brought the stamina bar back. They made it more realistic. They've slowed it down. They've shortened the ring a bit. I mean, it's a little bit more competitive now. It's not like me being indie and just diving in and out of the ring all over again.
Yeah, but you do keep on doing that.
I still do that. I'm like a freaking indie monster. I get my character who's got 100 overall because obviously I'm good. And I throw myself out the ring over and over again, just to like suicide dive Rob, who could not reverse it.
Which is a bit annoying because all I could do is just lie there and you just could literally dive non-stop for about 10 minutes.
Until I get some stamina back, and that's when I've got my finisher, so I super kick the crap out of them. And not only that, they brought a new mode, a 2K showcase, which is basically rivalries. I mean, they did this since about I think it was like when they did the Attitude Era mode, which was good. I enjoyed that, because you got to relive the stuff. Then you had the WrestleMania mode, still relive that stuff. But the matches we have on WWE, we've noticed a load of downloadable content you can get through what other people make, and there are some pretty fun characters tonight. He downloaded Deathstroke off some game. What was the game called?
Oh, I think it was the one of those things, wasn't it? It was on a superhero game or something.
Nostalgia to the rescue. We got SmackDown 2 there.
I mean, we basically when we play to the night, it's very rarely a serious match that we usually.
Yeah, we do stupid matches. I think we put. I can't remember if I put like Karma in a match. I'm on PS. We're both on PS4. I know there's differences. See, differences in console things.
I mean, not mode. I mean, we have fun because we just do stupid stuff together, but they've definitely reduced the options, haven't they?
If I'm gonna get annoyed at something, the worst things about it, the roster is awful, and yes, I shall add you just to troll the shit out of you, so we're gonna have a match sooner or later. The things what sort of suck in the whole thing with it all. The things what suck is the roster, because there's hardly no legends. What was I going to say? So, roster sucks. Matches sort of suck because they've changed everything. I mean, I can't see the difference between No Holds Barred, the only difference I can see with No Holds Barred, Extreme Rules, and Falls Count Anywhere is because Falls Count Anywhere is literally you can count anywhere.
But we played the two modes, didn't we?
We couldn't work out any differences. If someone knows a difference, please tell me. Right. Tell me if you know any differences between No Holds Barred and Extreme Rules. Because I can't. We can't name him. No. We put Bray Wyatt versus... Oh yeah, another great feature is mixing characters together.
Yes.
We've made a few incredible... We mixed El Ligero, Rey Mysterio, and who else? Captain America.
Yeah.
Into one, and we named him El Horny Mysterio, whatever was it called.
Yeah. It was RKO Ligero.
RKO Ligero, yeah, we had Randy Orton's moveset. We've also made Rob Van Rusev.
Which is awesome.
Ray McRusev or some shit. Who else? Big E Wyatt, which is Bray Wyatt with Big E.
And that is brilliant because you actually get Big E doing the upside down walk thing.
Yes.
Which is so funny.
I think the best sort of fun you can have is like give Rusev every single wrestling attire from everyone. Imagine Rusev Wyatt.
Yeah. But see, we make the best of it. We just do things down the last. But the online features have definitely been reduced from the last game.
Yeah, I mean, things what sort of... So I think it's because it's a new platform, so...
Yeah.
They've given it a lot more... Because if they give it... Like, it's all like creative characters and God knows what. If they give it all that sort of stuff, I mean, like, with the career, it's sort of stupid as well, but sometimes. I mean, you've had your personal experience, but like that guy, like you said there, Winston, that characters who you faced online sometimes can get into your career.
Yeah.
I beat your ass and I didn't even know it.
Yeah, I actually beat you. No, I lost. The only time I've ever lost you, I think, is when you were the computer kind of thing. I know, you probably have hit me a few times.
I've beat you millions of times, mate. I'm a gamer. I've got no life. Hashtag 40-year-old virgin.
You're 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah, I'm 40. I'm 40, what can I say?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, on my career thing on NXT, I've never ever won a match. I've lost every single match. I think my win record.
He's got a failing win record, and even then, he can not remember to put stamina or God knows what on his like stats.
Yeah, normally we like play career mode. So I was on the market tweet. The market just said, "Up your stats," and I always forget. And I lose every single match. Yeah, I've still had number one contender.
Yeah, he always keeps on getting number one contender.
And Vinny will come and say, "I've been really impressed with you."
He's been really impressed.
Having just lost.
You got
10 seconds.
freaking killed.
Yeah. So there's a bit of a fault there, but overall, I think the game it's enjoyable, isn't it? It's what
it's still I can still play it for a year,
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, it's not like some games can be so shit to a point where I'd never pick them up again. But this game, I can still frequently come back to it.
Yeah,
I mean, I've
definitely.
not completed career. I mean, I don't think you can complete career.
Well, you shouldn't.
I think if you, the only way to beat career is like beat Taker and get booked and all of that. I think that's what I've heard. But like some blonde guy in a bulldog outfit with Warriors moveset. That sounds incredible. You know what? I'd probably like that more than WWE's actual programming. But no, it's so enjoyable. You can do so much stuff.
Yeah.
But oh god. The next yeah, you know what? The next interview will be someone who is obviously, well, this is probably going to be the biggest one of the night because it's the last one of the night. And it's definitely going to be the biggest one. This man knows Chris Travis more than anyone else other than his own mum. He knows anyone else on the planet. And he's tagged team with him for years. They've done this for years. They've been to 1PW. Yes. They were in the original 1PW. They've been in every Southside, House of Pain, Evolution, House of Pain. They've been everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? And this is tag team partner. You guessed it. It's Ego Dragon. Martin Kirby is no longer Ego Dragon.
Martina, who's that?
Martin. Hey. You ship it. Martin Kirby.
I'm with Chris Travis's tag team partner, who's been tagging with him for years, and possibly one of his best mates, Martin Kirby.
Hello, everyone.
Right. So Martin, what was your first ever experience with Trav, and why did you start tagging with him?
Well, the reason me and Trav got the team together was a bit of a weird one, really, because Trav always had a regular tag team partner for quite a while, one of his other friends called Scotty Hex, and they were always known as Project Ego. And for some strange reason, we were on a show together, and Trav was facing Tracy Smothers, and I was facing Cameron Craze in a different match. Tracy Smothers wanted someone to come out and manage Trav or be in his corner for the whole of the match. And so naturally you'd assume that would have been Scotty. But me and Tracy Smothers had done a few car journeys together at that time because I was still really new to wrestling, and a lot of the time I was driving people to shows just to get experience or doing small matches on the shows if I was driving. So Tracy got like a bit of a rapport with me anyway, so I think that was partly one of the reasons why for some reason he picked me to be in Trav's corner, and he always, when he was pitching the idea to us and telling us why he wanted me there and stuff, he was like, you're not his manager, you're his advisor. I'm his advisor. I don't know what difference that makes between a manager and an advisor, but that's what Tracy wanted. So we just naturally got paired together through that, and then as Tracy Smothers normally does, he does like a dance off. So me and Trav had to dance, and we just hit off in dancing stupidly and ended up getting a big reaction. And it was kind of like the time when 1PW was really popular, and there was the show was actually on the outskirts of Leeds in a place called Pudsey, and there was quite a lot of the 1PW fans there, and they saw us and saw like the chemistry we had together. Even though we didn't particularly know each other that well outside of wrestling at that point, we'd done quite a few shows together, but I wouldn't say we knew each other really well, more than just sort of hellos and goodbyes really. So in 1PW that time, Trav did a show, I think either the week before or week after, or whenever it was, like one of the smaller underground shows, and he was in a feud with El Ligero and Bubblegum at the time, and they were going to do a tag match, so he made a challenge to them saying, I want a tag match next month, in December 07, I think this maybe was, and he said, I'm having a mystery partner, so they always put on the forum saying, who do you think will be Trav's tag partner, what we did, and it pretty much filled up with everyone saying, he's got the Kirby. And a long story short, it was never actually
ever going to be me. A little known fact was it was actually Danny Hope that was booked for the role to be team with Trav, and just based sheerly on the popularity, they actually changed the booking and delayed Danny being booked in one period and instead put me in that role. And then ever since then we've just ended up teaming together. So yeah, that was the very end of 2007, and then we've teamed ever since. So yeah.
You've wrestled with Travis on 1BW, SWE, PCW, and Home Wrestling as well.
Yeah.
Out of all the matches you've ever had with Trav, what was your best? Because you've had matches with X-Pac from SWE, and he was supposed to go against Bad Influence at SWE as well.
Yeah, and I think it was supposed to be one against all American Wolves as well. But unfortunately, that kind of got cancelled because they couldn't make it. But there's a few good matches made Travis particularly stand out compared to the rest. I always love teaming with Trav, but I think there's a series we had in Future Shock Wrestling against the Models, Joey Hayes and Danny Hull, managed by Melanie Price, and I put those as like easily two of our very best matches that we've ever had. Just all working our asses off and an amazing crowd response. And other than that, I'd say the only other one that could possibly top it would be our match against the Young Bucks in Revolution Pro, which was in March of this year in York Hall. That was like a dream come true, because I rate the Bucks as easily one of the best tag teams anywhere in the world, if not the best. So
you've probably travelled a lot with Trav.
yeah, everywhere.
What was probably the most funniest road trip you've ever had?
I dread these questions. Because nothing ever springs to mind off the top of my head. I'll probably have to pass on that one because I just can't think of anything right now.
You're not the first to pass on that question.
Yeah, nothing ever jumps into mind, it would only be funny to us there. It wouldn't be funny to people listening.
I've heard it all on there as well.
Yeah. So I'll maybe come back to if someone pops in my head before the end.
Oh God. But obviously, you know Trav outside the ring as well.
Yeah.
What's probably his best part of Travis outside the ring?
It's just what you see is what you get with Trav. Like I always think, like one of his best features is when you see him in the ring wrestling. That's Trav out of the ring as well. He doesn't portray a character. He doesn't have to pretend to be someone he isn't. When he's in the ring, he's Trav 24/7, whether he's wrestling or he's not wrestling. He's just me and him have a similar sense of humour. We always just go out there and try and entertain each other as much as we do the crowd. And like some of the jokes that he comes out with just have me fits of laughter and stuff like that. So, like I said, he doesn't have to play characters. He's just Trav, being Trav. So
all the people plebs.
Yeah, pretty much. That's Travis to a T. So so that's Trav.
Do you think he could ever make it big time? I mean, I know he's in TNA's British Boot Camp too, but do you think he could ever make it to WWE or even win British Boot Camp?
Yeah, definitely, without any doubt. Trav would easily slot into any major company anywhere within the world. He's more than capable of it. If anyone's seen any of his matches anywhere on any show, you can see from his look, his style, his ability, his everything. He's just a natural fit for any company, and he'd be a major asset to any company he worked for, whether it's WWE, whether it's TNA, whether it's Japan, whether it's just continuing to wrestle in bigger and bigger companies in Britain. Anywhere would definitely benefit from having Trav on their roster.
Yeah, because he has been put with many big stars, Pac, Doug Williams, like etc. AR Fox, all them guys.
Yeah,
because he has been put with big guys from different promotions everywhere: TNA, WWE, and CCW, many other promotions.
Yeah,
definitely. Is there any other things you would like to say to British Wrestling Radio fans and Chris Travis right now?
Just thank you for the support as always. It's really amazing to think that so many people have not just donated their money but the time, sent best wishes to
Trav, and really rally round, and we wish him the best. And the sport really does genuinely mean a lot to him, and it's that kind of thing that when he's having bad days and he's feeling a bit down and a bit depressed because he's at home, obviously he's away from friends, he's away from wrestling and doing what he loves. Those kind of messages help inspire him and help keep him going, and hopefully push him on towards one day not just being healthy and being well, but hopefully, you never know, there'll be hopefully a chance of him getting back into the ring and entertaining us all again with his tremendous wrestling. So
he's already in training as well, so he definitely wants to get back.
Yeah, he said the outpouring that he's whether he'll be able to do it at the same level, he's not sure. He's obviously still working towards just being healthy, but he said it's the least he can do for everyone is at least hopefully try and come back. Whether it happens or not is another matter, but it won't be for lack of trying.
Thank you, Martin, for your time you've given.
That's all right, thanks.
That was the best friend and tag team partner of Chris Travis, Martin Kirby.
Right, and now just to finish off, we're going to briefly...
Oh, it's over.
Almost.
You've ruined the promo. No, fuck that. To finish off, we are going to have a brief chat about imports.
Yeah, that's right.
Imports. Do shows need them?
Yeah. So what do you think?
There's horrible truth behind imports. People need them. Like if you're gonna, to be honest, if I didn't go to I wouldn't have gone to freaking Southside, the 4th anniversary, if it weren't for like Curryman being up, whatever, you know, because Curryman's my icon. He's like my god. I grew up, I kissed his photo when I was little. No, not literally. I've not got a fetish for Curryman, but nah, he was just. If it weren't for the imports, I wouldn't have gone. But now, and then the first Southside show I went to was because Sabu was on it, and that's when he was my hardcore icon as well. You know, but the thing is, it drawn me in. Like, I was the sort of fan that thought, oh, it's wrestling, and unless someone's good to watch is on, I'll watch it. You know, if it was just a show, the horrible truth, if it wasn't a show with just like random guys on it, then I wouldn't have gone. But, I mean, I've obviously learned from growing up, and, you know, I'm thinking, oh, fuck, these guys are good, this is, you know. I mean, the first Southside match I ever watched was Ligero versus Pete Dunne versus MK McKinnon, wherever the hell he's gone now.
Yeah.
He's probably lost in China. But basically, that match just blew the roof off, and it was an opener. And I can just remember watching that. I thought it was awesome, and I like ever since then I've been going to Southside shows. Every single one that I can get to in Nottingham, and I think I've pretty much been to every single one. That is sort of thing I like to go to, and I'll go to them a lot. House of Pain Evolution, I think I just gave it a shot because he was like, oh, it's House of Pain's. I wouldn't have gone to House of Pain's trainee shows if it wasn't for me training, to be honest. But now, obviously, since I watched one, I'm enjoying it. If you see a wrestling promotion and it's got if it has no imports on the poster, whatever, don't even have a big name on the poster, just go to it, and you honestly, the guys in the British scene will blow you away. But the problem is with fans, younger fans as well, they only go for the import. Think of it this way: if you just like put up your first ever show and it's got no imports on, you're not going to get that much either, right?
No, not really.
No, you put someone like I'm not going to say John Cena, but and Wendell is like definitely impressed by it. The UK guys are incredible, but say if you put I don't know, think of someone really big.
Well, we can talk about real life. I mean, we both
say if you put Ted DiBiase there.
Yeah, but we can talk about home, can't we? Like,
yeah.
Home shows are widely acclaimed for being good shows.
Yeah.
But it's not always easy to get people into them. We've got like a hardcore audience now, come to pretty much every show.
Yeah, which is cool.
But we primarily, apart from one Subdue High Nation, we've only been British guys. Now we've got 2 call on the next show, and we sold out pretty much the entire front row of lots of the general before we'd even started promoted the show with flyers and posters and stuff.
Exactly.
Really,
Which just shows the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said earlier, you put a show on with no one on it, no one's going to come.
Yeah.
Say you put someone, Ted DiBiase, like I would say, what's called, you're obviously going to get about a lot of people coming to go to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's Ted DiBiase. He's the money. It's right.
One of the few guys I really wanted to meet and greet with, because I'm not normally a big meet and greet person.
No.
But he was one of my Southern heroes, and even though he was never good at anything in the ring, you know, it was just an opportunity to meet him.
Yeah.
And I think that's.
And he's robbed his title.
Yeah. And it's just one of those big things, I think, with wrestling fans. It's not always about seeing these overseas guys in action. It's just wanting to meet them, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not been too cool. It could be awesome seeing them in the ring. It's their first ever UK appearance as a tag team, I believe. And to see Scotty hopefully do the worm and so on. But a lot of people just want to meet him. You know, we saw that at VIP meet and greets.
Yeah, we sold about 20 of the VIP tickets, which are still going on for sale right now.
Literally.
For $9.99.
One left, I think.
There are one of you lucky lot, right, if you're going to throw your cash at something and go, money. No, joking. If you're going to throw your cash at something, throw your cash at £25 VIP. I'm doing a Booker TV. VIP. If you can see me, I'll put my hand in front of my face. Well,
you should pay a person.
But with the thing, like, it's, if you want to buy one, it's VIP. So you get an in-ring photo, well, maybe an in-ring photo, I don't know if they do. In-ring photo with Scotty 2 Hotty and Grandmaster Sexy, an autograph by Grandmaster Sexy and Scotty 2 Hotty, a front row ticket to the show, and if you don't get a ring photo with them, you thingy it. You can get one with them anytime they're standing around. And does it also give you a meet and greet except from Rockstar Spud?
Yeah, you get
which is Rockstar Spud as well on this show as well.
Yeah, that's right. Apart from him, who's separate. Yeah, it gets him in with the rest of the guys.
Yeah, it gets you meet and greet with the whole roster, except from Spud if you want to pay separate. But that shows as well. We sold a lot because of import. The sad truth is, what's it called? I mean, I didn't go to Southside to speak. To be honest, with speaking, I mean, I had Petey Williams, A.R. Fox, and Prince Devitt.
Yeah.
I didn't know who freaking Prince Devitt or thingy was, Petey Williams at the time. I know Petey Williams was a TNA guy who used the Canadian squad. But other than that, I knew nothing. All I knew is that it was just this Canadian guy who used to be in TNA. And that was it. I mean, I only went because it was Southside. I wanted to support my fellow brand.
Yeah. Well, you went to Southside as well, so.
Yeah, I always go to Southside now. Yeah. No matter who's on. I mean, Uha Nation Chris Hero would have gone anyway.
Yeah.
And I really, it was just, you know, if you want to sell tickets these days, you've got to have imports.
I think Marty Jannetty was a good example because he was awful in the
Oh,
ring.
God. Yeah. Marty Jannetty booked at Southside. He's probably about $1 million man sort of situation.
Yeah.
But $1 million man didn't wrestle. And if
he was that now because he's on a Legends contract.
For starts, he's on a Legends contract.
Yeah.
And if he did, it would just be pig shit.
Yeah.
And even if he does, because I don't think he wrestles anymore. Come on, look at him. He just goes out and throwing money at things and going, ha ha ha.
No, I don't think he does.
$1 million man always gets his price.
Right. But people turn out in the flocks because everyone knew Jannetty can't really go anymore.
No,
but
he was sure.
But it was meeting him. You know, that was what everybody wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's like putting Bruno Sammartino in a match, but you would just go to meet him.
Yeah. So I think the point is it does sell tickets, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because we've experienced it.
I mean, as bad as an import can be in a wrestling sense, people would just go and want to meet him. I mean, Tatanka, he still was.
He was good.
He had a bit of a belly on him, but still sort of he still had that belly on him when he was in WWE a bit, but. Yeah, you could still get to the top where you can do the chop. He goes, you know, all that shit. But that sort of stuff, you just go to meet. I mean, if it weren't for Alberto Del Patreon, or whatever the friggin' name is now.
Alberto Del Rio.
A.k.a. Alberto Del Rio. If it weren't on that show in London, I wouldn't have gone down there.
Drew McIntyre.
And even now, I wouldn't go down there, whoever they put on now.
Yeah.
Unless they put someone incredible. I mean, I may have gone for Rockstar, but I did say I would have, but I wouldn't have probably gone actually, now I think about it. I mean, it's just a blessing that we got it for Nottingham. But the thing is, I only went for that.
Yeah, yeah.
And now that I know not to go back because the show was awful in so many nights.
I didn't know I definitely won.
The evening one was shocking, which means
the afternoon one.
Afternoon one even.
Yeah.
All afternoon shows are normally awful because they sell awful. The fans don't get in it, and it's just awful flat out. I mean, I enjoy them, but the thing is, they sell awful, and that was one of the worst shows of my life. That afternoon one.
Yeah.
Because there was a three-way tag match, and that was my look at the phone match. And I've never had a look at my phone match. It was just so boring, and the match, it sounded alright. I had Will Ospreay, some really skinny guy who you knew wouldn't win a match.
Paul Robinson.
Yeah. Versus Alpha Males versus London Rise, which on paper sounds incredible, but it was boring. I'd rather watch Bo Dallas run around the ring going, "Believe! Everyone, believe with me!"
But they put nothing in, but they had the same match in the evening show, and it was incredible.
Yeah. I mean, who else can I think of?
But the point is, you only went because of the
I only went for the imports, which makes me sound like an absolute mob, but my name is Mog, so they can't complain. But I only went for the imports, and I won't go again because I know it's crap wrestling. You ask me, I wouldn't have gotten all the way to London to watch that when I can just go to my local site and get better, or go to my local home and get better. Everyone's still half asleep in the afternoon show. I was sort of awake actually.
Well, I don't know. You have one of your sleepy days, don't you?
Yeah, I had my sleepy days for the thing. Or hungover.
Yeah, I don't think we're hungover. I hope not. Anyway.
Off hope.
It's probably hungover if we're up on console or not.
Yeah, that's probably what I do. I mean, I bet Dean gets pissed. I bet he's getting drunk right now of fear with the fact that he's going in a one-on-one match with me. And the next show, wherever we go to, we're going to stare each other down. It's going to be like Hogan Warrior. It's going to be Hogan Warrior.
But I think the general point with imports is they do work, but how about if you have too many imports? There's a show about imports on.
So, I would only go for the import to beat most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be seeing you later, Mr. Warrior number 1.
Yeah, we're finishing in a minute anyway.
If you leave now, you sold out. Nah, joking. But we'll cancel off at 3 o'clock. But at 3 o'clock, what the fuck am I on with? In 3 hours. So I mean, we've been going for 2 hours. More than 2 hours.
That's how long we're going for. 2 hours 47 minutes.
Yes. I mean, I like. What was I going to say? I'd go to meet him, like you said. But I wouldn't. What was I going to say? I mean, most of the matches they pull off are terrible. So imports, you only go to meet them. You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, to watch them is another thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to do match. Yeah, so it depends. Yeah. I mean, to answer Albert, anyone at IPW this weekend, there's Eugene, isn't there? Eugene. And if anyone sees us, don't be afraid. Come and ask for an autograph, a signed photo, and you can even get me to say, "Holy shit." I swear a lot. I would be afraid if you went near Mark, but I mean,
if you go near me, I've got a bottle opener in my hand. You want sham? I'll give it you. And no, if anyone wants to come and say hi to me, I'm a midget.
Yeah, not always the best idea. But...
Punch him eye. That means I don't know. I think Dean went to Essex School. Nah, joking. He went to the Only Ways Essex Directors Cup.
Yeah.
Punch him eye.
Yeah, but no, Eugene's only import, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the only reason why I would have gone for that, if it was Grado versus Flack, I would have gone.
Yeah.
I go for stupid stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we both like the stupid stuff, so. Need to be a show for you if anyone punches him. Oh, punches Mark.
Oh, this is where glass bottles get involved. If anyone comes near me, it's going to be China on your ass.
But I just punched him.
You'll spend a night in China.
Yeah, so I get BWR for a year.
Oh yeah, a midget. I am the mighty midget Mark, lads. I am the mighty midget Mark. I am the mightiest midget on the planet, and I'm growing up, so I've got to change my name. If someone puts mighty Mongol Mark, I'll shove my butt up your ass. But let's. Oh shit! Here we go. I'd rather be in. Yes, 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 yes. I wonder where she is right now.
I know.
Poor woman behind her. She'll probably be in an alleyway doing.
Yeah,
I'm the better midget. Oh, is it going to be a midget off?
a midget.
A midget
Yeah,
off.
Pixie's actually smaller than you. She's about,
Really?
She's about 3'1" or something.
Oh god.
3'1"?
She actually a dwarf. Pixie, are you a dwarf?
No, she's not that sort.
She put oi.
Yeah. That's what I know.
Do you want me to smack him?
No, please don't say yes, because you literally will do.
Okay, she's
Right.
not a dwarf, so it's alright.
Okay, well, we've got to finish anyway. So,
Okay.
So before we play the music.
Yeah, before we play our finishing music.
Oh no! So put yes, please do.
Oh no! This is a takeover.
No, do not say chopping.
Chopping. I would say chop, but I feel like I'll be a bit. Chop. Right, we best cut this
Right,
off.
okay.
Overall opinion, you do need imports to sell tickets.
Yeah, definitely.
He's giving me a dirty look.
Yeah, definitely.
And this has been a 3-hour Raw special for Raw Barton. I've been Michael Cole, vintage.
Thank everyone for.
But no, all honesty, see, I've cut over you again. All honesty, Dean's. Fuck you. You wanna? Right, okay. I chopped myself, bitch. Right. All honesty, thanks to Dean for letting us. Fuck off, my friend. Thanks to Dean who let us do this show, and we all paid for this for Chris Travis, and we all need you guys to still keep on donating. Hashtag Get Well Trav, and our ending music.
Yeah, thanks everyone for sticking with us.
Yeah.
I don't know how you did. But
Yeah, I don't know how you did. I'm surprised no one's dead yet or died of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's been the Raging Rob, I've been the Mighty Midget Mark. May see you lot tomorrow, but we're going to end the show with Chris Travis's theme in Chipmunk. If it loads. One sec, it's going to buffer.
There is some music coming on.
Yeah, honestly, thank you guys. How do we end the show? It's the first time doing this.
You just let the music play actually.
Right. See you next time we decide to hack. Are we off here?